Noswaithpa, welcome to the stream, everybody. I hope we're doing well and that we have had a very nice weekend. Welcome to Monday of next week, or this week now, as I suppose it actually is. I hope we're all doing well, that we have managed to get back into the swing of work, and that we're not hating life too much. I don't think I'm hating life too much, but I have to admit, going back to work after a 5-day weekend, goodness me, I hate work. So we're going to be doing a very simple series of streams this week. I thought I'll give you a quick run through of it, but I honestly expect you to be able to pick this up very quickly, because it's quite a simple set of streams. It's not going to be too difficult for you guys to remember, fingers crossed. It's going to be relatively simple. It's also going to be relatively predictable. So fingers crossed, for the 3 main streams we're doing this week, you'll actually be able to figure it all out with no problems. So, today, 7:30 UK time, 6:30 UTC. That is my standard streaming time, 7:30 UK time, so that's BST for the summer. Once we hit the winter, it'll go back to GMT or BDT? I don't know if we have daylight time. And just GMT or UTC, as opposed to BST. So that will fall back an hour, but that's 4 or 5 months down the line. Don't worry about it for now. For now, what you do need to worry about is that they are going to be at 6:30 UTC, whatever that works out to be locally for you. We then are going to be streaming Pokemon Emerald tonight. We're going to be attempting to beat Watson and Flannery. Now, last time we managed to beat Roxanne and Brawley, so it's just a case of carrying on that little bit further, getting those next 2 badges. We do have one of the trickiest battles in the game, in my opinion, coming up, which is the fight we have against the criminal gangs in the mountain. This area is very difficult because by this point you haven't yet managed to build a full endgame viable team. You're still looking at not ideal build, you maybe haven't hit final evolutions, so it's a little bit tricky. Previously, Mightina has basically ended my run. It has been a big problem for me in the past. So fingers crossed it's not going to be a problem this time. We're going to do some extra training, make sure we have some stronger Pokemon to go into it. We then need to go and defeat Flannery as well, and we've got Swampert. We've got ourselves a oh goodness, what's he called? One Mudkip evolves into it's not Swampert. Don't be silly form. Evolves into Marshtomp. So we do have the Marshtomp, which is a ground and water type. That's going to make our fight against Watson and against Flannery, I don't want to say super easy, because that's a curse and it means I will die, but probably makes it quite easy. Fingers crossed. Then my next stream is going to be Wednesday. We're going to be at the same time, so it's going to be about this time of the evening. It's going to be 6:30 UTC, 7:30 BST. Whatever now is in local time, it'll be 6 minutes before. We're going to be playing part 3 of Pokemon Emerald. We're going to be attempting to get the 5th and 6th badge. Now, if I remember correctly, 5th badge is Norman, our dad, and 6th badge is Winona, the flying type. Norman might be tricky. We don't have any fighting type Pokemon yet. I'm not sure if we've got any opportunity to get many more. Oh, there's Machop on the mountain, so we could maybe get a Machop. That does then cap us at a Machoke, but we'll come to that. And we also have Winona, the flying type. We don't have any electric types. We do have that great big run under the bike pass. There's a good chance we can get an Electrike there, so that might come in useful. Or we could maybe get something else on the way to Winona. Maybe a Kecleon or something like that might help. Failing that, rock types. Throw rocks at them, smash for birds. Then on Friday, we're going to be playing, you guessed it, part 4 of a Pokemon Emerald run. That's right, we're going to be attempting then to get our 7th badge, that's for Psychic type. Now, that might be a bit tricky because we don't currently have any dark types, and I did accidentally kill my Puccina. So that sucks. But we might be able to get another dark type. Failing that, I just need to outspeed them. That will be tricky with a Swampert, but if we power level up Chat should be able to absolutely annihilate the twins. And then we have the 8th badge. Oh, excuse me. Now, the 8th badge in Emerald is not Wallace. So in Ruby and Sapphire, Wallace is the 8th gym leader, and then Stephen is the champion. In Emerald, Wallace is the champion, Stephen is no longer the champion, and it's an older man, Juan, I think his name is, and he's Wallace's inspiration and teacher. So we're going to need to defeat Juan. Then we've got the Elite Four, and I'm thinking on Friday we might well push through the Elite Four and destroy Wallace as well. Fingers crossed. It depends how late we're getting at that point. You don't remember anything at all about the game. Kawazu, welcome in, welcome in. It's been a very long time since I've played Emerald myself, but it is probably one of my favourite Pokemon games ever, and one of my favourite games ever. So I've got quite good memory. I also might have looked it up on Bulbapedia before we started the run because I wanted to make sure I didn't screw things up. Then on Saturday, we're going to be mixing up a little. We're going to be starting at 5 o'clock UTC, that's 6 o'clock BST, that's an hour and 39 minutes earlier than now. I'm doing a collab. I'm doing a collab with Copo VT. We've done a couple of collabs with Copo before. We've done a couple of Phasmo collabs. We've done some drop-in sessions with her. We haven't fully settled on what this one's going to be. We're still chatting it through, but I will keep you updated as and when we settle. And then Sunday at 2100 UTC, 10 o'clock UK time, so that's 2 hours 20 minutes from now, we will be doing some bedtime stories. I will be reading you either the Mabinogion, which is Welsh and Celtic legend, or I will be reading you Rudyard Kipling Just So stories. There is not a vote on this, it's just going to be what I feel like at the time. But I'm sure I could open up a vote if you guys want one to have some say in what I'm doing. I might not listen to you, but we can pretend. And as Nightbot says, make sure to stay hydrated. It is incredibly hot right now. In the UK, we reached temperatures of 30 degrees earlier. And Dandy, welcome in, welcome in. Congratulations on being the first one in to today's stream. And a health check as well, thank you very much. So I will make sure to keep myself hydrated. I've got 2 bottles of drink with me. So I'll keep myself hydrated. Make sure I'm sitting up straight, because I absolutely wasn't. I was curled up like a shrimp. Do a big stretch. Yes, Kawazu, 30 degrees C. 86 Fahrenheit. So it's not outrageous for those of you who are used to high temperatures. It's very, very hot in the UK. We had a yellow warning for weather for be warned, people are going to die during this heat wave because of the heat wave. Not directly die due to the heat, but due to issues from the heat wave. Really, yeah, so an amber warning in the UK, an amber weather warning is people are going to die, but they are not going to directly die because of the weather. So it would be exacerbating existing conditions. So the elderly, the young, those with immune conditions might be slightly more likely to pop their clogs, so it were. It's not going to actively kill you. A red warning means you're going to die. Not everyone, obviously. That would be weird. You weren't even aware? I wasn't actually. I was looking at the BBC earlier because they had a story about octopuses found on the beach in Wales. Someone found some octopuses on the beach and put them back in the sea. And then saw this thing about the weather and was like, glad I'm not in London. Although I'm in the office tomorrow and I've got to leave my car outside the office. It was going to be an absolute oven by the time I'm done. I'm very glad I'm not streaming tomorrow. I'm very glad. I think I would literally melt. But you know what? we've been going for 12 minutes. I've talked about a whole lot of nothing, and I've not actually given you any content yet. So, let's switch on over to Pokemon. Let's complete it. Yeah, it's going to be a tricky one. Now, we do have some leftover redeems from last time. I'm not going to wipe this each time. I'm not doing it in a single run through, but I'm also not going to aim to complete them in a single sitting because we want to try and keep them banked up. So the next Pokemon we catch is going to be named Scarlet. If you want to have more Pokemon named after you, get those redeems in. We don't have any bank revives. You can bank a revive to revive yourself or a Pokemon of your choice through Nuz. So, 3 subs, you can revive your choice, 1 sub revive you, 500 bits in total between everyone up in the experience bar, in the upper right of the screen, will revive a random Pokemon that is already dead. We don't have any banked revives, we don't have any Pokemon that are banned from me catching, and we don't have much in the way of Pokemon I must catch. We do have a Shroomish. I need to go back and catch a Shroomish at some point. It's sort of a whitelisted Pokemon, one I can gain as a bonus. That was Dandy, so thank you very much, Dandy. My current team, as you can see on the bottom right, is Marshtomp, Lotad, Whismur, Marill, Tailo, and Zubat. And we are about to go and fight Watson, who is an electric-type gym leader. So 2 of those Pokemon are not going to be of much use to us, because they are both Flying-type. Flying-type Pokemon take double damage from electrical-type Pokemon for... Now, whenever we talk about reasons within games or literature, we have Watsonian reasons and Doyleist reasons. I hate the terminology. I absolutely hate the terminology Watsonian and Doyleist, but it is very, very useful, so I use it. So Watsonian is an internal form of logic. Doyleist is from a point of view of the author. So, for instance, we might have a Pokemon being weak to electric, flying Pokemon being weak to electric type. Well, flying Pokemon need to have very fast reflexes, so they have well-developed nerves, and electrical damage hurts their nerves, so they crash into the ground and it deals bonus damage to them that way. Go catch a Pokemon. I've already caught a Whismur, Dandy, so I will be refunding that one for you. I can't catch. We have a no dupes clause. Once I've caught a Pokemon, that's it. That's the only Pokemon of that sort I'm allowed to catch forever. So I'm not allowed to catch any Poochyena because my Poochyena is dead. What other Pokemon do we have that are dead? Check someone's PC. Yeah, so move Pokemon in my box. Wurmple, so I'm not allowed to catch any Wurmple, and Jackie the Poochyena. I didn't even manage to name the... Oh no, Umbreon. Are there Mawiles in this version of the game? You know, I don't know. Emerald. Let's have a quick check, see if it's possible to catch it. It is possible in Victory Road. So, come on, I can't catch a Torchic either. Torchic's a starter Pokemon. We can't catch a Torchic. We can catch... No, I don't need to see ya. No, just let me out of the computer. There we go. Darn Google. I mean, Torchic is one of the starter Pokemon. Unfortunately, I picked Mudkip because Mudkip is number 1. Ahoy! For you, I'll go out to sea anytime. Now, my friend, where are we bound? We're bound for Slateport. Slateport, is it? Thanks away, Pico, we're setting sail, my darling. Yes, he is now Irish. I'm very sorry if you are Irish or know any Irish people because it's a terrible Irish accent. But tough. Ahoy! We've made land in Slateport. I suppose you're going to visit Captain Stern and deliver the Devon goods. You're right, I am. But I could also do with trading my Pokemon. So, Digital Oni, we don't want to level up too much anymore. So James, we need to get you leveled up. And Chat, we are going to keep you as a backup because we have, I believe, a double battle Oh, you can have this. Soft Sand. Very nice. Soft Sand will increase the ground type damage, which is good. Because we're going to need that against Watson. I've laid anchor in ports around the world. Slayport's best. So Watsonian is an internal one. So you deal electrical damage to birds, and it causes them to crash because they have delicate nerves, because they need fast reaction times. Doyleist might be from the point of view of the author. So it's not that you are... Twink, twink, thank you very much, Mario. I will drink twink, indeed. It's the reason that they are weak to lightning is because Pokemon functions on a rock, paper, scissors build. So by making flying weak to electric, you can then do the ground electric flying. Are you still alive? You are still alive. Don't use Mud Shot, because Mud Shot will not be effective, because it can fly. And basically, all of Pokemon is built around this three-way weakness to strong against, much like rock, paper, scissors. Grass beats water, it's weak to fire. Fire beats grass, is weak to water. Water beats fire, is weak to grass. This means you can sort of hot swap your Pokemon in and out with each other to make sure that you have a strong team, and you can type advantage your way through to victory, even if you don't have good stats or good moves. There we go. So James is getting some levels. Make James big and strong. Machop. Should we switch Pokemon? Yes, we should. We are going to switch to Digitaloni. You don't remember Pokemon weakness anymore you had from drills into your as a kid. Yeah, I still play Pokemon semi-regularly, not just this. I used to play Sword Shield quite a bit, and I was hugely into it, so I absolutely do remember basically all of them. Now, you do get some differences. So, Dragon. Originally, Dragon Pokemon were weak to Dragon damage, but in Red and Blue, the only damaging Dragon attack... Ooh, can learn Double Team. Yes, you will swap that out for Focus Energy. The only damaging Dragon attack was Dragon Rage, which just was a flat 40 damage. And so being weak against Dragon didn't hurt. However, they were weak against Ice. But a lot of Dragon types in the Blue-Red had Flying, so didn't have that problem. Just have all Fire-type Pokemon in the team and circle at every gym. I mean, that is one way of doing it. Not what I would tend to do, but it's definitely a thing you can do. Now, we're only going to do one little combat there, because we're going to go and deliver the goods. Where does this thing go? And what about the doohickey? I can't make heads or tails of this. You cheering on for me? You're cheering on Zubat, in fact. We're going to bring Zubat in. The problem with Zubat is we're just about to go and fight an electrical gym. Where could he have gone? Oh, I don't know where he could have gone. I'm going to have to go on a fetch quest. Is he up here? He's not up here. Okay, well, we'll go find Captain Stern. Is he out here? Where? Oh, we've got people down here. We got a thing going on. We don't. Okay. Oh no, it's above. It's above, isn't it? It's in the. We gotta go kill a bunch of goons. Yeah, in the museum. We're gonna go beat a couple of people up. Oh, hello, Asher. This is Roxanne of Rossborough City. I heard from Brawley that you're moving up the ranks of trainers at an incredible clip. I'd rather not think that I can't beat you. I will shape up my gym so that you can challenge us again. I hope you'll be looking forward to the occasion as much as me. Well, that was creepy. The gym leader, the head honchos of the realm, share my phone number between each other. Right, buy a bunch of super potions because we're absolutely going to need them. No, I don't want to buy anything. And this difference between for Watsonian and Doyleist reasoning is very, very interesting. Because it means you need to provide an in-universe reason for something. And it can't... But the writing reason can just be for the story. Will any of these people fight me? Oh no, they're not going to fight. I just need to go and beat someone up. Yes, if you're looking for Stern, that would be me. Ah, these must be the parts I ordered from Mr. Stone of Devon. Thank you, that's great. We can prepare for our expedition now. Oh, and thank you very much for the health check, Moira. Let me take a sit up. Big swig and a big stretch. Hold it. We'll take those parts. What? Who are you people? We're Team Aqua. Our boss wants those parts. Shut your yap and fuck them over. Fork them over, I should say, despite what that might have sounded like. You're taking that, but you lurkies. Thank you very much for the lurk, Moira. It's greatly appreciated. I hope you sleep well. And we will see you in the future. Ooh, Kavana. Let's switch into... Kavana is water, and I don't know if it's dark type. Let's switch in Digital Oni, because Digital Oni can probably tank the attack. Oh, Digital Oni can absolutely tank the attack. Let's go for a double team or two. So we're going for a double team just to make it slightly harder to hit us, because Kavana has the rough skin ability. This means every time we make physical contact with it, we take a little bit of damage. So the double team there is just to make... Oh, okay, I didn't need it. It was just to make it so that we don't wipe ourselves out if we get hurt. But apparently that's not something I need to worry about, because we just beat their Pokemon in a single attack. Oh man, what a disaster! The boss is going to be furious! Sniveling wimp, let me take care of this. Oh, a Zubat, but it's a low-level Zubat. Now, Sir James is not yet nearly at a level that he can beat up Zubat. Let's switch in. No, let's not switch in our Zubat, because our Zubat's a lower level. Let's switch on Chat. Chat, it's time for you to murder Blender. I can tell you're going to murder Blender because you've got spiky parts all over you. One thing I was very tempted to do, I didn't do this last time, I made it myself, was get some art commissioned of me as a Pokemon trainer, either with my surviving teammates or with my favourite teammates. So last time I survived with a Nidoqueen, I think a Victory Bell, and a very low-level Oddish. Whereas we had quite a few fall at the final hurdles. And the ones we had survived till near the end would have probably deserved to go in those ones. I could have done it with our Hall of Fame team, which I'm tempted to do again this time. Get someone who's willing to do a Pokemon team pick. I think that'd be a nice way of commemorating it. We're going to do Wing Attack. We're not going to worry about double team because it's only 2 points of damage and we kill it in 1. Digital doesn't level up. So Digital Oni, I think, is due to evolve soon, and evolving into the Swellow will give Digital Oni a little bit more bulk and a little bit more slightly better stats for helping wipe people out. Now what? If we don't get the parts, we're in for it. Oh, I didn't count on being meddled with by some meddling kid. You should always count on being meddled with by meddling children. That's how a Pokemon world works. I came here to see what was taking so long to snatch some parts, and you simps are being held up by a mere child. Simp here as in simpleton, not simp as in Twitch. Twitch, don't ban me. We are Team Aqua and we love the sea. Wait, no. Yo ho ho! I'm Team Aqua's leader, Archie. What makes you interfere with us? No, you can't be. You're not one of Team Magma. Wait, that can't be right. You're not dressed for the part. Pokemon, people, all life depends on the sea. So Team Aqua is dedicated to the expansion of the sea. Don't you agree? What we're doing is a magnificent undertaking. Ah, fine. You're still too young to understand. You're still young to understand a noble objective. But I warn you, don't even consider interfering with our plans again. The consequences will cost you dearly. And don't you forget it. Yeah, I was aiming for Pirate and just completely missed. You're Asher. Anyway, that was a tense situation. Thank you for saving us. Oh yes, I almost forgot that you even brought the parts from Devon. We handed over the Devon goods. Whoops, there's no time to lose. We have to set out on our ocean floor expedition really soon. Thanks again, but now I've got to go. Feel free to wander around and check out our facilities, though. I paid $50 to come in here. I'm good, thank you. It's not free. I've paid good money to come here. Hey, what are you doing here? Me, I'm a Team Aqua member you thumped before, remember? Back in Rustcliffe Tunnel. Here, take this, you have to forgive me. Obtained TM46. It suits you more than it does me. Hope I never see you again. What does it contain? 46. Thief. What an absolute dick. What an absolute dick. I'm sure I met you somewhere before. Have I introduced myself to you? It's not. My name's Scott. I just saw Team Aqua run away from here like they were stunk. Let me guess. You drove them away? Maybe. Just maybe. Alright, I think you're going to become a good friend. Let's register each other in our Pokénavs. Registered this Scott person in our Pokénav. What I'd like to do is tag along with you, but I do want to keep an eye on the towns of other people too, so I'll be able to roam over towns a bit more. Be seeing you, Asher. A strange man just came up to me, forced his number into my telephone, and then left, after telling me he wants to come on holiday with me. Does no one in Pokemon think about stranger danger? Is that not a thing? Is that not a thing at all they need to worry about? Oh, we got berries. Oh, powder jar. That's not useful. Oh, can crush berries. Sir James Shifter, you're not first, but you wanted to say hello. Hello, Sir James Shifter. I hope you're doing well. How has your Monday been? Look at this. The seaweed you can get around these parts is fresh and full of life. It looks you can even rear up and attack. Do you sell anything? Welcome. How may I serve you? Dolls. We don't need dolls because I don't have a secret base yet. What do you sell? I'm the energy guru. I'll go for it and sell you what I need. It's too hot and you have died from the heat. Can we get some F's in chat for Sir James who has died from the heat? There's mine. Terribly sorry, James. I hope you get better. Ooh, we'll give our Pokemon something nice. Thank you, Nakura, and thank you, James, for effing yourself. Greatly appreciated. What's this one? Fan club? No thanks, they're all weird. They'll tell us about their Vaporeon. And everybody is effing James. Route 110, we can catch a Pokemon here. Please don't be a bad one. Watch as it's a bad one. Puccina, it's okay, we've already caught one of them, so we can't catch it again. In fact, we're not allowed to catch it again. Never mind, we can't. I'm not allowed to reuse it. Let's go with chat. So we're trying to level up Sir James a little bit, because Sir James is going to be quite bulky once we get a couple more levels into him, and especially get that evolution. Unfortunately, that's a good couple of levels off, and is now a little bit under-leveled. That does mean we can get some extra levels through fighting Pokemon. We'll get that bonus experience. Not quite, but nearly. Oh, Asher, imagine seeing you here. And where might my May be? Oh no. Oh, I see you two are running separately. Well, that's fine. Oh yes, I heard your Pokénav had a match call system installed. Well then, I should register you in my Pokénav as well. That way, even when we're apart, I can read your Pokédex at any time. Registered Professor Birch from Pokénav. Asher, please keep an eye out for me. I beg you going. See you soon. Oh, we got a double battle. Let's go. One of the things I really, really like with the split between Watsonian and Doyleist reasoning is how you can have something that doesn't make sense in the novel. If you then reframe it from outside the novel, it does make sense. Now you do need to be careful. Oh, it's these buggers. Okay, so James is going to fight with Uproar, and you're going to fight with Mudshot. Because these will just helping hand each other. Which does nothing. One of them gets better, and the other one doesn't do anything because it's already had helping hand used. So we just... Plusly and Minun aren't very good. So we're going to work around that. Go another Minun, so now we've got 2 Minun. Uproar hurts us. Oh, okay, it only hurts one Pokemon. Mudshot that one, because it's on short. So here we go, Minun used Helping Hand, other Minun used Helping Hand. It has absolutely no benefit. So James, you're not going to level up Sir James, okay. Now, you do need to be careful with Watsonian and Doyleist, but it matches both of them. You can't have... You can. You shouldn't have something that only makes sense for one of them. It should make sense both in-universe and as a story device. But making sense as a story device can just be, oh, it advances for plot. It doesn't need to be anything stricter than that. You should still hang things as a... Oh, Banshee! Hello, hello! Let me grab out this. So, Lieutenant Blythe, welcome in. Daughter of Helheim, welcome in. Banshee, welcome in. Empress Jessica, welcome in. Jay Kornacki, welcome in. And yes, from one Narnian stream to another, indeed. Welcome, welcome to Wales. Let me pop out my crystal ball and have a quick check what you were doing. Squeaks is follower only. Ah. That does make it tricky. It always confuses me. I've seen a couple of people use follower-only emotes as their raid message, and then it does go. Wales is real. Wales absolutely is real. So, Banshee, you were currently... Ah, Phasmo! And how did Phasmo go? Did you die a lot? Or did you absolutely annihilate it? I know you're something ridiculous, like level 12 million in Phasmo, so I expect it probably had no problem whatsoever. You found all the ghosts, you killed them again, and managed to escape. But everybody, welcome in, welcome in. I am the Philologist. I am currently playing Pokemon Emerald. This is my 351 follower celebration Nuzlocke stream. Nearing level 3000. Ridiculous. I'm level 37. I'm currently celebrating 351 followers by playing a Nuzlocke run. I'm not doing it in a single sitting. I did that with Pokemon Yellow. It took 18 hours and it was very, very tricky. Emerald is longer than that, and I don't have a day and a half spare to play Emerald. So instead of doing every stream this week is going to be Pokemon Emerald. I'm going to be sick of Pokemon by the time we finish this. No, I'm not. I'm going to have you guys here to cheer me all on. So, no worries, James. You feel free to go disappear. Emerald is probably my favourite Pokemon game. Not even just on the old system, it's probably my favourite Pokemon game. It was peak Pokemon for me. You had basically the entire Pokédex available to you. Admittedly, you didn't have 2 sets of gyms. I loved Heart Gold, Soul Sapphire for the 2 sets of gyms and for the ability to have your Pokemon follow you. But Emerald had a really good story. It was very distinct, much like Yellow was from the base games, whilst still being a reasonable story to tell. It is one of the things that vaguely annoyed me with Ruby and Sapphire, is that they had completely different villainous organisations with completely different goals. Now, that makes sense in-game because of the different ways that the legendaries work, but that doesn't make it less annoying. Oh, got a shed load of money there. We keep getting people steal our phone and put their number in it. It's weird. I don't like it. Okay, is this a different route? That's Route 103. We've been on Route 103. We don't get a catch there. I do, however, get a catch here. So we get the first Pokemon we catch is going to be called Scarlet and is going to be our new friend. Please, please give me something cool. Oh, what the fuck? Come on. Come on, don't give me knockoff half-price Pikachu. I'll catch it, but I'm going to resent every single minute of it. The reason I don't like Plusly and Minun is twofold. They've got very bad stats. They're a gimmick Pokemon. They are set up to be, if you catch both of us, you can use us together and it's really funny. I'd rather get Pokemon that are useful. An Electrike here would have been lovely. Give me a dog Pokemon. Give me a full team of dogs, I'd be happy. But no, we get knockoff Pikachu. Of course, if your favourite Pokemon is Minun, that's fine, because I know lots of people have weird favourite Pokemon. I say this as someone whose favourite Pokemon is either Gardevoir, Gastrodon, or Bulbasaur. Gastrodon always gets a raised eyebrow out of people when I say it's my favourite Pokemon. There is a reason Gastrodon is my favourite Pokemon, and that is because my Gastrodon soloed the Elite Four and Cynthia. First time. With no effort. Everyone I know who played Diamond, Pearl and Platinum was like, oh, it's so hard, it's really tricky, Cynthia's the hardest ever champion. In rolls my massively over-leveled, probably not a problem because my Gastrodon was massively over-leveled, but in rolls my Gastrodon that I have leveled because basically the rest of my team is dead, and I'm worried. And Gastrodon slowly smothers the entire Elite Four, leaves the entirety of the... It's not Indigo Plateau, but whatever it is, leaves the entire plateau. See, this lovely lady could have joined our team. Instead, didn't get that at all. Okay, so we're going to need to... Okay, we're not going to keep Sir James in. We're going to switch in chat, because chat's a ground type and so takes no damage. Electrike is just going to be a cakewalk. Fingers crossed. And I just didn't get this... Oh, Cynthia's really, really tricky, because Towel annihilated her. Towel just murdered everything. And it wasn't fair, because Towel basically soloed the entire game from Crusher Wake onwards. It was actually kind of funny, because I'm like, oh, I need to get another Pokemon. Oh, but this next gym, Towel does have a super effective move against. Okay, I guess Towel can lead, and Towel would wipe the floor. Okay, well, let's get to the next gym. Let's do some leveling of our other Pokemon. Oh, we got to this next gym. Okay, Towel once again has a super effective move. I guess Towel is going to... Oh, Towel's killed all of them again. To be fair, teaching him Toxic, Earthquake... I think it was Surf? I can't remember, but I was sure it was something like Lightning. It could have been Thunderbolt. Thunder, it could have been Thunderbolt. I don't actually know for sure. But the mix of moves Towel had basically meant they had a super effective against anything, and with Toxic, and Towel had the Shell Bell, possibly leftovers. It was obscene. Towel just killed an entire region. So when I say Gastrodon is my favourite Pokemon, it's actually not because of the design, although I do think Gastrodon does have a nice design. Now, I didn't think it at the time. It's because a Gastrodon murdered about half the league. Okay, so James, you are nearly ready to evolve. Just got to do a couple more battles. I found some cool Pokemon on the grass around here. Now, I'm aiming for 2 badges tonight. Fingers crossed we can actually do it, because I do remember that there's a couple of escapades we need to go on in the meantime. Pokemon, that's a Metal Rock, so let's switch in chat. I hate having to do this. I hate having to put in my overleveled Pokemon, but we don't really have any choice. Water Gun, that should kill it. I really wanted an Aggron as well, because Aggron is great, and part of the reason I love Aggron is the cry for Aggron sounds like a tractor, and obviously that's part of my favourite stuff with Pokemon. So James grew to level 14. Lovely, well done. No, going to keep out chat to murder the Electrike as well. And we're just going to drop in that Mudshot. There we go, Electrike is down and out. Let's just open up my own stream over here as well. Sorry for looking away from a microphone, but I'm just bring myself up over here. There we go. Oh, very close to the next level up, chat. Very close indeed. I only got $200 from this guy. Evidently he's not as rich as the parents down here. We've got the Trick House. The Trick House is good for farming a little bit of money at some point in the game if you care about it. You don't need it. It's good. The Trick House is very, very useful, I have found, late game when you go, oh god, I've lost one of my Pokemon and I now need to power level. Go to the Trick House and level up on all the trainers there. Just deliberately get everything wrong so you do as many fights as possible. Now, that is not necessarily the best idea, because it means you're going to be fighting a lot of sort of random battles, but it works as sort of a backup of experience. Rosalia, let's switch Pokemon. Oh, I keep forgetting which buttons are A and B. Alright, Wing Attack again. There we go. Ooh, goodness me. Wax Digitalonia up to level 20, and Digitalonia is now still the highest level Pokemon in our team. What level do you evolve? Just want to make sure we don't get too overpowered. Level 22. Okay, we're fine. We got a while. We got a while. Is there anyone else? Oh, we got another double battle. So let's just check our Pokemon for the double battle. We've got chat. We've got Sir James. We are good to go into the double battle. Of course, one thing you have to be super careful of, especially in Nuzlocke runs, is what happens when the opposite Pokemon has Arena Trap and doesn't let you take your Pokemon out. That's when your Pokemon dies, and there is nothing you can do about it. So you do need to be extra careful in a Nuzlocke to not let Pokemon get too underleveled if you're going in the wrong area. It happens, and annoyingly, I won't say lost a run before, but I have had to finish a run slightly earlier than I might have expected and go and completely swap out my team because of a Magnemite with Arena Trap. it's a big pain. Ooh, Howl, good, we get a stats growth. It's always useful. Especially because it's going to be boosting their own stats. Admittedly, I don't think you do much of your attacks are going to be physical based. You're going to evolve at level 20, so it's a little bit of a way to go. No, I don't want to have children's phone numbers. I didn't want to fight this man either, I was just trying to look and see who else was around. But he's a Pokefan, which means he's probably got a relatively weak Pokemon. He's probably only got one or two, he's got one. It's a Skitty. Whismer probably could take it at its current level, but let's switch to... Let's switch to chat. Nuzlocke seems challenging. Nuzlocke is one of those playstyles. I love Nuzlocke runs because they're challenging and they add a nice little bit of extra difficulty to. Oh, chat fell in love. Ooh, chat. Did you know? But in terms of Twitch integration and Pokemon, Skitty is the best. Don't look up the origin of that. Don't look up the Vaporeon copy pasta. It's Skitty is cute. You must pet Skitty. Yeah, I don't actually dislike Skitty as a Pokemon design. It's not my favourite. It's not one I love. I don't think it's a great design, but it's not bad. Stop being immobilized by love, chat. Hurt the cat when you can do it. Right, I'm sorry, but you're going back in your house and we're getting a new one. You are drooling too much over the neighbour's cat. It's weird. Nuzlocke are a great way to up the difficulty in Pokemon. They don't make you love a Pokemon game if you don't already like Pokemon. If you don't already like Pokemon, you're not going to like Nuzlocke. It just is more Pokemon. But it adds an extra layer of difficulty. I would definitely recommend if you try a Nuzlocke to try it on one of the not most recent games. Sword and Shield are terrible for Nuzlocke for multiple reasons. The first of which is that you can see Pokemon in the overworld. Being able to see Pokemon in the overworld means you can tell who you're going to fight, which means one of the big things with Nuzlocke on you use Pokemon that you don't normally use, hence my using Gastrodon. And you can ignore that because, oh, I don't like that Pokemon, I'm going to run away. Nuzlocke is great for getting used to Pokemon you dislike or don't have any strong feelings about. So I know a lot of people dislike Zubat in the main game because Zubat appears every single time you're in a cave, constantly gets in the way, always just a giant pain. You do a Nuzlocke run, Zubat's actually pretty cool. And you're going to have one because they are basically always present in a cave. They are always at a high number, a high percentage for each fight, so you've got a relatively good chance of encountering a Zubat. And they don't have terrible attacks and stats. They're not great, but Supersonic, Leech Life, Wing Attack, kind of good. Okay, so we're now against... I don't think it's going to be 3 Magikarp. I think he's going to have 2 Magikarp and then something awful as his Tailman. So I'm going to up my attack a little bit. Each attack is about a 50%. It's 2 attack raises is doubling the attack. If you get 4, you quadruple it. If you get, I think, might just be adds 50%. But a double or a harshly raise or harshly fall is a double. Right, we're then going to uproar. Because Uproar will just attack. You vote Barbroach. Barbroach and Wishcash are quite cool. My only problem with them is I do already have a water ground type, so Barbroach will not be filling a slot I have available. You think you've used a Zubat in every game you've played? Fair enough. I just know a lot of people dislike Zubat because it's annoying, and they put that annoyance of it as a wild Pokemon onto not wanting to raise it as part of their team, which I can't blame them for, because it's a pain. Oh, it's a Magikarp nose tackle. Oh no, what are we going to do? We're going to scream at it. Ah! It's dead. It's a Tentacle. Yeah, I like Tentacle. It's again one of those Pokemon that you think it's not a fantastic design, not a terrible design. Tentacruel is a pretty cool design. Okay, it's a giant jellyfish with a chainsaw for a face. I don't have a bike, so I'll take a leisurely walk on the low road. Now, we've caught our Pokemon down here, so we don't get another one. The other problem I've had with Nuzlocke runs is because they are semi-random in what Pokemon you fight, you are a lot more exposed to the whims of fate. If someone crits you, fuck you, that's game over. That's just how it works, and there is nothing you can do about it. So sometimes I have added rules in the past, such as if I can get a Pokemon back... If I can get a Pokemon back to health without moving, it's fine. So if I have picked up any wild revives or rare candies, then that's okay. I don't have any electric types or any fighting, any rock types. How's my pound? What's your wing attack like? Okay, your wing attack's 16 damage. Getting another pound, and then we can get in a super potion. And Nuzlocke does also often have that slightly more figuring out on maths and going, well, it only did 7 damage, so I can probably survive another 1 or 2 of it. Oh, it's a critical. Fuck you, May. $46 down to 29, so that deals 17 damage. I can take 1 more. This one takes me down to 12, 11, okay. Pound takes out Wingull. It's one of the things that annoys me about competitive Pokemon is that a lot of competitive Pokemon... Right, we're going to switch in Moiru. No, let's just go straight to chat. Competitive Pokemon. So if you are at all familiar with Pokemon as an adult, you will probably be familiar with the Smogon Academy. Smogon sets its own rules on what tiers Pokemon should be in, the standard training and stat spread you give to them, and has rules such as you're only allowed to Toxic one Pokemon, you're only allowed to Leech Seed a set. Certain rules that you try to abide by to make it so that everyone plays fair. No one rolls up with a team of 6 Rayquaza, although you could counter 6 Rayquaza, probably. And it sort of defines the metagame. The problem is, and this is the same problem I have with Pokemon Go, there's no benefit to keeping Pokemon you've raised from young. Like, one of the big things in the game, well, in the anime, yes, I'm going to call Pokemon an anime, is how raising Pokemon as your friends makes them much better than and stronger. However, let's say you get to the Elite Four in this and you've got an underlevel team. Go into Victory Road, catch a couple of high-level Pokemon there. They'll probably be better. Now, admittedly, you probably can't get this friendship much in game. You can through EVs. Now, EVs and IVs are part of what determine a Pokemon's stat spread. IVs are individual values and are invisible. Each IV is worth, I believe, a quarter of a stat point. So a Zubat gives you 1 speed IV. If your Pokemon takes out 4 Zubats, it will have +1 speed. Now there's a limit to how many IVs you can get, so you can't just infinitely raise your stats. And there is a limit to how much stats you get per level. So you can't get infinite stats. That's right, Sir James, you pound that dog. But it's a good way of, if you get low-level Pokemon, you can mega train them with IVs such that they are going to, with EVs, so that they are going to be very, very high stats. If you actually have a look at your captured Pokemon in-game that you get at level 3 or 4 versus ones you get at level 30 or 40, once you get at level 3 or 4 will probably have slightly higher stats. Not much, but slightly. And that can be the difference between victory and defeat. IVs, on the other hand, are individual values. These are... Never knew any of this as a child. It's blowing your mind. I never knew any of this as a child. I found out about this when I started getting into Pokemon as teenager-ish. IVs vary from 1 to 6 for each stat. And it just increases that stat. So a Pokemon with an IV of 6 for its speed versus a Pokemon with an IV of 1 for its speed, if you give them the exact same effort values, so that they will have the same boost, will have 5 more speed at level 100. Now again, that's only 5, and you think Pokemon at max level have like 300 in their stats. So it's not much. When you get into competitive battling, it really, really is a case of, okay, you need to put one of those effort values actually into special defense to counter the Queen's Gambit that some people might pull, because this enables you to survive 2 hits rather than just 1. There's a lot of layers to Pokemon, which does actually really make me happy as an adult. You can put a lot of effort into it. You can go and dig up all the information you want to get it all perfect. Or you can just do what I'm doing and blast through everything. Now, whilst I am here, this is loaded, let me give a quick shout out. So those of you who've been here before will know I do shout out sometimes. No, don't do that. Now we're going to give a quick shout out to Kawazu. First of all, Kawazu is another streamer. It's a frog VTuber. You've been doing a lot of... Oh, it's Solaris. We've been doing a lot of Dark Souls and... What's the other one? Have you been doing Elden Ring, I'm sure? I'm sure I've seen you doing Dark Souls and Elden Ring. And really, really like your model. You got some really fantastic emotes as well. Definitely go check out Kawazu. Give him a follow if you're not already. Dark Souls and Devil May Cry. I see. Oh, please don't kill chat. Oh, thank God. I thought chat was going to die. Give me a mudshot on the Lombre again. Get the uproar going. Of course, we also had in earlier. We did have Dandy. And Dandy is another streamer. Dandy is currently doing an Elden Ring challenge. Dandy is going to be streaming Elden Ring every day this week. So if you haven't followed Dandy, go give her a check out. Dandy also gave me a huge boost recently. Every now and then Dandy will select another streamer to hyped for hell out of in her Discord and her streams, and I was very lucky and got selected. So Dandy is entirely to blame for my recent... Oh no, we don't want to learn Foresight, don't be silly. In my recent growth in followers. Stop learning Foresight. We did have a couple of other people. Let me do a quick scan back through while we use Uproar. Oh, of course we've got Sir James Shifter. Now, Sir James Shifter, as you might know, because Sir James is currently on the battlefield. Sir James has been around a long time as well. James has been one of my very early followers and very frequently in there. James does all sorts of games and has a V-Roid for basically every single game he plays. Oh, a Voltorb. That's not good. Give me a mud shot on Voltorb. Because we want to take that Voltorb out before it can self-destruct. I don't know whether it'll do self-destruct yet or not, but take that Voltorb out. One thing I do like about double battles is you can use an item to heal the other Pokemon. It's very useful. Can you take out Nuzleaf? You can on a critical hit. Thank you very much, Sir James. Good job. Sir James and Chat leading the way here. Chat doesn't actually really need to gain much in the way of levels because Winston is going to be our third badge, so is going to be relatively easy. It's one of the things I really like. So I read a lot of fanfiction. We talk about this quite frequently. One of the things I really like with fanfiction in Pokemon is the idea of different gyms having different badge teams. So, Brock. Do you really think Brock's combat team is a level 8 Geodude and a level 11 Onix? Don't be silly, it absolutely is not. That's just for testing new beginners, to make sure that they're capable of training Pokemon in a very basic manner. He probably has a high-end team that's very powerful and has ridiculous stats and moves. Novel double battle. For senior intentions, I cannot possibly lose. I fell off cycling road. I'll get over my embarrassment by battling with you. Lady, you dropped like 20 feet. You should go see a doctor. Psychic Edward sent out Abra. Triathlete Alyssa sent out Magnemite. Magnemite here could have been a problem. Because Magnemite either has Magnet Pull, which prevents us from switching, or has Levitate, which makes it immune to Ground-type moves. So it's got Magnet Pull, because it's getting hit by Ground-type move. And can you take out Abra with a Ghost-type attack? Not entirely. Pound it. Tackle it. It uses hidden power that looks like a fighting type. Doesn't do much damage. And tackle Abra into the dust. I very much wanted an Abra earlier. Unfortunately, the Abra ran away, so we didn't manage to catch it. But hey-ho, we'll survive. And would you look at that, we're through the cycling road, it was nowhere near as bad as I thought. I remember when I was playing this when I was younger, the battle with May here is always a challenge. If you're not at the right level. For one thing I've noticed with the Pokemon games, is if you are over-leveled, even if it's only by 2 or 3 levels, everything is easy. The entire game is super easy. And that's fine, you know. That's cool. There's no problem with the game being easy. The problem is it's very easy to get over-leveled. And that's not good. Because once you're over-leveled, you stay over-leveled, basically. And you're not going to lose your Pokemon, because they're stronger and tougher and have better moves than anyone you might be facing. Thank you for waiting. We've restored your Pokemon to full health. We hope to see you again. Now, what's this man have to say? I'm a bard. No, I don't want to hear your song. There were some really cool events you could get in Emerald. I've been to Rydal's cycle yet. Rydal, the owner, is a very generous man. Is he? Will he give me a free bicycle? We'll go see Rydal after we've defeated... Okay, we've got Wally. Oh, Uncle, please. I want to challenge this gym and see how much better I've become. Please, may I, please? Now, hold on, Wally. Since you started living with Pokemon, you have grown quite a lot stronger. But don't you think you're pushing it to suddenly challenge a gym? I'm not pushing it. If I combine forces with Routes, we can beat anyone. Oh, hi, Asher. I've gotten a lot stronger since we met. I want you and my uncle to understand that. Please, will you have a battle with me? I will grind you into the dirt, Wally. Prepare to be trod under the jack-booted heel of form. Is that all you've got? I expected better from you, Wally. All you've got about this guy, yeah, the asthmatic guy who's got a Ralts and annoyed me the first time I ever played Pokemon because he got a Ralts and I already had one and that was stealing. Look, 2 hits and you're down. Your Pokemon is badly trained, underleveled. You don't have a good team. You will never make it as a Pokemon trainer, Wally. I'm sorry. There's no need to be so down on yourself. Why? What's keeping you from becoming stronger and stronger? Come on, let's go home. Everyone's waiting for you. It just dawned on me, you must be the trainer who kept an eye out for Wally when he caught his Pokemon. Why don't you visit us in Verdanturf sometime? I'm sure Wally would enjoy it. Why? We beat him up multiple times. Yeah, I was watching that, man. You're friends with our boy Wally, ain't you? But you didn't hold anything back and you beat him impressively. Yeah, that's what a real Pokemon battle's all about. I idolize trainers like that. I'll be cheering for you. Thanks, Scott. Fucked. That is a very, very old... It's a show I used to watch with friends called Look Around You. And I've shared the clip before on Twitter. Ridiculous. Almost sarcastic show. It's absolutely incredible. Peak British humour. Talking of peak British humour. Now, I was posting on Twitter, there's this guy, why is he watching 11-year-olds from the shadows? Oh, don't worry about him, he's a TV presenter, and he's definitely not Jimmy Savile. But talking about special events and British humour, I'm going to be adding more special events to my Discord. One of the things I've been wanting to try and do this year is to actually do things with my Discord, not just have it as let you guys be aware of when I post. I have rules for what I post in Discords, because so I don't know about any of you who are streamers or who are in streamer Discords. Sometimes you see people and the only place they ever post in another streamer's Discord is the self-promo channel. And I don't want that to happen. It's why I'm not in as many Discords as I probably should be in. I would like to be in a few more. But I don't want to... I can't keep up with them. So I got obsessive rules, and I know they're obsessive, and I don't expect anyone to keep up with them. But what I was thinking was I want to try and make my Discord actually worth being in. So we'll be doing some more events in the Discord. And I was thinking we would continue on with British humour film nights. Now, we have previously streamed some of those, so when we did Monty Python, I streamed Monty Python into the Discord and had the reaction to it on Twitch. But I thought we could get a couple of British TV shows going on. So what I was thinking was 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps, because that was hilarious to young me. Absolutely incredible show, and it's based in Runcorn, which I used to live nearby. I was familiar with the identity of Runcorn, shall we say. It's not very good. Another thing I thought we could maybe do is Blackadder. Now, Blackadder is another quintessential British show. Most British people I know have seen it. I know we watched the final episode of the final series of Blackadder in our history class. And the final episode has... the final series of Blackadder is based in World War One, and has the characters as soldiers and officers on the front line of World War One. So there's the Christmas episode, and it does... So, might not be. But there's all sorts of look-backs into the war and poignant moments, and it's still a comedy. It's still a comedy. And then in the final minutes of the episode, the whistle blows and they all charge over the top. And then we fade out to a field of poppies. Because they all die. And for what had been, up until that point, a relatively light-hearted comedy, that's a gut punch and a half. Now, you might say, "Oh, Form, you're spoiling what's going to happen in it." And yes, I absolutely am. That's probably a good thing. Because going into it... What's this one do? Okay, that sets it back up here. Right, let's fight you. Going into it blind, that would be a horrible thing to end it on, because we'd be finishing then and we'd be going, "Right, everybody, I'm going to bed. See you tomorrow." So we'll be showing British TV shows, British film. I thought we could get a couple of game nights going as well. So, one of the roles I've added is the gamer role. Now, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I'm going to need to ping a couple of people to actually get some information on how to do it properly. But the point of a gamer role is so I can sort of go, "Hey, I'm planning on playing Stellaris, and I'm not planning on streaming it. I'm planning on playing Stellaris, or I'm planning on dicking about in Dead by Daylight for a bit. Does anyone want to join in?" But anyone can do it and just go, "Hey, I'm planning on playing Call of Duty, and I need a second squad mate." I need to figure out how to make it so that if you can only ping that Discord role if you have that Discord role. So only people with the gamer tag can tag gamers. Because I know it's possible. There is a Discord I'm in that does it. You have to have the seeking collab role to ping people seeking collabs. I don't know how they do it. Youngster is about to use Gulpin. Let's switch Pokemon to Digitaloni. Sounds interesting. Yeah, I thought so. I thought it's really, really interesting looking at the difference between British and American TV shows. Especially the humour. Now, I'm not saying American humour is bad at all. I enjoy a lot of American TV shows. I enjoy some European TV shows, although I don't speak any European languages other than bad French and bad German. So, I'm not going to get the most enjoyment out of them. But an American TV show and a British TV show, even if it's about the same content, can be very, very different in presentation. I think as a perfect example of this, we can look at Gordon Ramsay. So in the US, he screams and swears and yells at people, and in the UK one, he's sort of very supportive and going, "Yeah, okay, let's try and help get this figured out for you." Just gonna let that go through. Now, who else was here earlier? We also had, let me scroll up and grab them. Now, we had, Lieutenant Blythe was here earlier as well. Lieutenant Blythe came in with Banshee. Again, let's give Blythe a shout out. Helheim came in. Helheim, I don't think streams. Jess came in, and Jess streams. Jess raised us last time. I'm queuing up a couple of shout outs here. And where was it? Jay Kornacki also streams. Let's give Jay Kornacki a shout out as well. So go check these people out. They're all streamers. Thank you very much. No worries, James. Thank you very much for turning up as well. We did give you a shout out as well, but you weren't here. You disappeared into the shadows. But no, so I'm thinking we're going to be doing a couple of game nights. We're going to be doing a couple of community nights. I'd love to do some servers, so we get a... No, there we go. We can do it now. So we can do games where we... It's not a game night and it's not just film night. I don't quite know what I'd want to do. I've considered opening. We could open up a server for a game. The problem is that makes more sense when it's a game I play, and the ones that typically people do, so Ark and Minecraft, I don't do either. I have Minecraft, I have Ark, but having them and using them is very different. It's something like 20% of my Steam library I've never played. It's disgusting. I'm sorry. It annoys me. So this is Watson's gym. Watson is supposed to be the electric gym leader. That's a bug. Yeah, it might have some electrical moves. It's still a bug. It's not even a lightning typed bug. In Pokemon Red and Blue, in Brock's gym, the gym trainers have Geodudes. That's the only rock Pokemon they have. They might also have Sandshrew in yellow, possibly. But still, they are limited to rock and possibly rock ground, I think, in yellow, because yellow tries to make it different. You should stick to the gym leader's type. Doesn't matter if it means you're fighting just a horde of Geodudes and nothing else. That's your fault as writers of the game for not adding in enough Pokemon of the 8 gym types. Giovanni. Now, Giovanni gets away with it, because Giovanni was, I believe, supposed to be a ground-type trainer. He's, like, absolutely not a ground-type trainer. But he's the head of a criminal organisation. He's allowed to break the rules a bit. In fact, I would say he's allowed to break the rules a lot, because he's a mafiosi. Mafiosa. I think it's mafiosi. I think mafiosi regardless, but I don't know. It'd help if I learnt Italian, but learning Italian is... I've got other languages I need to learn. I need to learn Welsh. He had poison Pokemon. He had Nidoking and Nidoqueen, which are poison and ground. So I thought he was, because he has like the Earth badge, which would imply he's the ground type leader. We defeated the bug catcher and the guitarist. But there's often not enough Pokemon, and I sort of... It does sort of make sense. You probably wouldn't want to have... that you fight against 12 of the same Pokemon in a row. That would be boring. Okay, right, what have we got? We've got Soft Sand to raise the power of ground-type moves. There we go, chat. Chat, let's go and fight Watson. I'm going to save, just in case everything goes wrong. If everything goes wrong, and the entire team dies, I'm screwed. But I don't think that will happen. You say you got him past all my riggles? Now that is amusing. And I, Watson, the leader of the Woeville City Gym, shall electrify you. Watson looks so happy. Like, look at him. He's a retired man who's having the time of his life. He's wearing pajama trousers, slippers, and an oversized hoodie. Super comfy clothing. Go, chat, chat, murder blender. Oh no, roll out. 1 damage, we're on 69 health. Nice. Mudshot, his Voltorb, it's dead. Good job, chat. Well done, you're doing your duty. Go Electrike! Use Mudshot. I feel kind of guilty. I've come into here with a Pokemon that is immune to his attack. Not just super effective against, but immune to his attack. It feels like bullying. Admittedly, he could do this. Supersonic. Okay, so I've dealt more damage to myself in this match than I've had dealt to me. And here comes Sonic Boom. We snap out of confusion. Now, we need to heal next turn. The reason we need to heal is Sonic Boom always does 20 damage. Always. Oh, no we don't. Our berry kicks in. Restores 10 health. Takes us to 28. It can't crit. So, it can't do more than 20 damage. It always does 20 damage, is useful, but it never crits, which is a problem. His Magneton's... I like Magneton. I love Magnezone, but Magnezone doesn't exist yet. Manectric. We won't switch Pokemon. I'm not as big of a fan of Manectric as I am as Electrike. The design... It looks like a Power Ranger villain dog. You know, that's fine. If that's what you want to have your dog look like, cool. Or Super Sentai. Kind of looks actually like one of the Power Rangers, to be honest, with the pointy helmet and almost spoilers on the wrists and legs. Scarlet, thank you very much for the health check. Let me take a drink. Let me sit myself up straight. And let me give a big stretch. Thank you, Scarlet. Everybody, if you haven't already, go check out Scarlet. She is another streamer. I think you're last doing Sniper Elite last I dropped in on you. Yes, you were last doing Sniper Elite. Thank you very much, Lord Beaver, for making me hard. Oh yeah. This is my gnome form. This was made for me by Abstract. Abstract is my mod. And Kyo-san, thank you for getting me wet. I am now both wet and hard. Congratulations, chat. You've done it. Oh, shit! I completely forgot Manectric has Quick Attack. That's okay, we killed it anyway. You died from a shout-out? You shouldn't die from a shout-out, that's a problem. Now, of course, we do also have to give you shout-outs as well. So, Lord Beaver. Lord Beaver is another streamer. I really enjoy their streams. I don't manage to drop in on all of them, because you were streaming earlier today. I was going to drop in. You were technically at work. No, you weren't at work. I was at work. So, I was lurking for a little bit, couldn't really talk. And Kyo is another streamer. I've known Kyo for a very long time. He's a good friend. I'd last seen doing Holocure. Kyo does a lot of Darkest Dungeon. I say a lot of Darkest Dungeon. I don't know if you've done it recently. I know you used to do a lot of Darkest Dungeon. I remember catching quite a few of those. You did... No, I don't want to slap you. I don't want to say it was Wildermyth, but it was something else. Can't remember what the other one was. It was like Dungeons and Dragons, but it wasn't. And Beaver, Shepherd's Prayer. Dear Lord, please don't let me fuck this up. Named for Alan Shepard, an American who was in space. Apparently that isn't what his prayer actually was. But it's entered common parlance as, Dear Lord, please don't let me fuck this up. So I accept that as the Shepherd's Prayer. We receive a Dynamo badge from Watson. And we need to upgrade our Whismer. Let me... it's Loudred. Like Mordred, but loud. Open you. Copy image address. Let's see, can we get our... what have we got? Zubat, Mudkip. It's called Poochie. That's not... Gloomhaven, that was it. Thank you very much. That's good enough. Auxilia, hello. That was your shortcut home, Beaver. Gloomhaven and Darkest Dungeon. You should probably go back to it. So I actually have a Google Sheet. I would recommend, if you are a streamer, listen closely to this advice. Always listen to advice, don't always take it. It's advice that was given to me by my grandmother. I think it's a fantastic piece of advice. Always listen to advice. Feel free to ignore it, but always listen to advice. Because sometimes it'll make you think. It's actually something that I feel very, very important is not everyone will be able to give you good advice, but you can listen to the advice and the shape of the advice. Let's give Auxilia a shout out as well. Auxilia, I love your model.
No, fucking go, Isaac. You only have
I love the gift. I love the genome glasses, and I have loved seeing everyone wear the genome glasses. But absolutely go check out Kawazu, Auxilia, Keo, Beaver. Go check out everybody. All of you just go and check out each other. We like everybody here. No, so this is something I say quite a lot of as well. It comes up most streams. A rising tide lifts all boats. If you have a look at VTubers in corporations, they debut to 10,000 people turning up and 500,000 followers. My first stream, I had 7 followers that were my brother, 5 real-life friends who knew I was planning on streaming, and 1 person who had followed me back. 2 people showed up to my stream, and one of them was... I think my first stream was actually to an average of 1.2, and 1 is me. Helping other streamers is quite important because not everyone's going to stay streaming. I know a couple of people who've come into streaming and they've sort of gone, I'm going to finish streaming in 18 months because that's when I graduate university, and I'm going to then stop streaming. I'm going to just move to whatever. I feel that helping streamers, supporting streamers, actively supporting streamers, so not just doing follow for follow, trying to be active in other people's chat. Now, I'm terrible at being active in people's chat. I'm now no longer hard and no longer wet. I think it's very, very important. I'm terrible at being active in people's chats because I tend to watch a lot of streams when I'm at work, and for some reason, my job doesn't like it when I'm not paying attention to my job and instead am watching a frog or a wizard or a barbarian play Stellaris. They seem to think that that is somehow removing my ability to do my job. Given that they're in charge of me having my job, I kind of listen to them. But I never expect anyone to actually talk in my chat either. Well, what have we here? Most energetic customer. Me? You may call me Rydell. I'm the owner of a cycle shop, or your running shoes are awfully filthy. Did you come from far away? Yes. You're saying you came all this way from Littleroot? My goodness, that's ridiculously far. If you had one of my bikes, you could go anywhere easily while feeling with gentle caress of the wind. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a bike. Wait a second, I forgot to tell you, there are 2 kinds of bike. There are the Mac bike and the Acro bike. Mac bike is for cyclists who want to feel the wind with their bodies, and an Acro bike is for those who prefer technical rides. I'm a real sweetheart, you can choose whichever you like. Which one will you choose? I'm going to choose the Mac bike. Mac bike gets us quicker. Acro bike gets us able to hop around. Both of them get you to special secret areas, but you can only get 2 of one or the other. One of the very, very common mods in a version of this you can find online, enables you to have the macro bike, which does both. And it's very, very common. You can't watch anything during work because you're wrapped in a dust-free suit for a bit. That does make work slightly harder. I can get away with watching things when I'm working from home, which is generally Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Route 117. Okay, we can catch a Pokemon here. I can watch it when I'm working from home. I can sometimes watch it when I'm at work. Oh! Oh, a grass poison. We don't have a grass poison type. Don't kill it. But I can't blame people for not watching stuff when they're at work, because you're at work, you are technically supposed to be doing work. Now, we don't yet have a name for this new Oddish, because no one's redeemed one, so I will be coming up with a name unless someone can redeem it in probably the next 3 seconds. Gotcha, Oddish record. Oddish data was added to Pokedex. This Pokemon grows by absorbing moonlight. During the daytime, it buries itself in the ground, leaving only its leaves exposed to avoid detection by its enemies. Give a nickname to the captured Oddish? Yes! Oddish can be named Moonlighter. Moonlighter. Where's the T? I hate the letter layout. This is such a stupid... Oh, Moonlight. Moonlight works. Depends on the kind of work you're doing. You can tune in streams just... Fair enough, fair enough. So I can probably put them on my crystal ball and have them beam directly into my brain that way when I'm at work, and they probably wouldn't notice. But they might do. Oh, it's a flying type. Why did I use Mudshot? That was stupid. That was very, very stupid. The other reason I say you should probably help support other streamers is you can make really good friends. Like, so I met Keo. I don't think I met Keo through the boot camp, but I met James through the boot camp, and I met the rest of the boot camp through... I don't know whether it was James that sent it to me or whether it was just an open call. But through a couple of interactions I've had, a couple of different sites I use, a couple of times I've chatted with people specifically, I've made some good... Stop! Oh, hello, Asher. I just want to tell you that my uncle bought me a Pokénav and I can get in touch contact with you whenever. Go away, Wally. We're going to go to the Pokemon Center, we're going to drop Lotad in the box, and we're going to pick out Moonlight, and we're then going to try and power level Moonlight. Now, Moonlight isn't going to be very good until our final gym, but will be very, very useful in our final gym, because the final gym is Water type. Move Pokemon, move Moonlight, Party Pokemon, you can be switched for Lotad. Lily the Lotad. And making friends with VTubing is nice, because I know a lot of people get into VTubing because they want to make friends. And yeah, that's reasonable. Right, switch you for chat. And because you have Sweet Scent, that means we can force a battle. Wanting to make friends is perfectly reasonable with VTubing, I feel. It's not why I got into it. There's a couple of reasons I got into VTubing. So the first reason I got into VTubing is Twee, Yukari V. There's a third one. I can't remember her name. I've got it written down, but I've not watched her in a while. Was saying, oh, it's the way that they were talking. It was like they were inviting me into their front room, and that was incredible. I loved this sort of being included, and I thought I'd like to be on the other side of it. I'd like to be inviting people in. Zorbomb Zigzagoon, and I would like you to do Uproar. Oh, cool! You're going to kill Zigzagoon. Another reason I got into streaming, I watched someone streaming Crusader Kings 3, and they were really, really bad at setting everything up. Really bad at explaining it. They had too much of a screen cover, and I was like, I can do better than them. In fact, I will. And Whether I'm doing better than them or not is besides the point now. I am. But the point was I wanted to prove that Crusader Kings was a viable game to stream. It's not. And I thought it looks fun. I'd like to get involved with it. Growing bigger out of spite. Yeah, spite is a huge power in my life. When I started running years ago, I hated it. I hated being overweight more. That being sore from running. The spice is a powerful motivator. Yeah. I've actually I edited some sound files myself. I put things like spite reduces the opponent's PPs. Knives reduces the enemy's PP. But yeah, no, spite, Kyo. Powerful motivator. Oh god, please. Okay, so James is fine. Moonlight. Memories alone in the moonlight. Oh, that's gonna hurt. It's not gonna hurt, that's okay. But spite and making my own soundtracks, I maybe edited in Yes, let the hate flow through you repeatedly onto multiple songs and had a playlist that would have Yes, let the hate flow through you about every 90 seconds. It really helped with stopping making me stop running. It's a big problem is you go running and you slow down, you take a breather and you have a walk, and then 15 minutes later you're still having a walk. God, this battle's going on too long. We need to get some... I want to try and get some stronger Pokemon out to deal with this, but putting out stronger Pokemon means Moonlight gets less of the experience, and that's not at all what I want. I want to wipe these Pokemon and we want to get Moonlight a couple more levels. Because Moonlight is currently not very good. How about you? Because I know a lot of people in chat. I know a lot of you stream. What got you into streaming? Was it seeing someone else streaming and they did really well? Seeing someone else streaming and they did really badly? Did someone say to you, hey, would you like to stream? And that caused it? Oh, it's a shroomish. I think we might need to send in the bird. I think we might need to send in the burb. Poison powder. Moonlight, you beauty. Oh, it's an Electrike. Let's not send in the bird. Poison powder, the Electrike. So I know some people get onto streaming just because they liked HoloLive and they wanted to join HoloLive, and so they thought, I need to start streaming to get into that. Sounds awful to say it. I'd never heard of HoloLive when I started streaming. I only watched indie VTubers. I watched clips of some corporation VTubers. Not many. You stream to share games you enjoy with your two... That's fair enough. I mean, fair enough. Oh, I didn't know you were a streamer as well, Nakura. Oh no, let's go for an Absorb on Electrike. You wanted to get better at talking and being likable in general. You thought VTubers were that stage, decided to give it a go. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. You're a simple man. You just thought it was fun. Yeah, that's eminently reasonable. I also remember back when I was mini-form, back before the formologist was studying magic, I was dating a girl, which is a couple of years older than me. And she was very, very proud of her dad's job. And her dad was a IT professional. And this IT professional... right, Moonlight, we will switch you out for digital only. This dad did a face tracking thing, such that, and this is where my ex-girlfriend was super proud of him. If you want, you could be like a cat or a raccoon and it would map your facial expressions to the cat's facial expressions. I was like, oh, that's cool. Here's my next damning words. What's the use in that? To be fair, she couldn't explain it either. She was like, oh, well, maybe if you wanted to call someone at work and pretend you were a cat to prank them. Your buddy asked if you knew how to rig a 2D model, but you didn't. So 2 years later, you asked again, and now you're curious, so you fell into the VTuber rabbit hole. But yeah, that's fair enough. So I fell into the VTuber rabbit hole. I watch a lot of ASMR. Basically, it's my constant background noise is some form of ASMR. Basically, I will have a VOD on every night when I go to sleep. I will have 1 or 2 bits of it on when it's on during the day, just because it fills the back of my head. It's almost background noise. I watch a lot of Vividly Vivi. She hadn't put out a video for a very, very long time, and I thought maybe she's dead. I'll check her about page on YouTube. Oh, she's got a link to her Twitter. I'll check her Twitter. Oh, she's on Twitch. I'll go watch her on Twitch, and she still streamed ASMR at this point. I'll go watch her. Oh wow, okay, she's got an anime model. And that's how I fell down the VTuber rabbit hole. I watch some VShoujo clips and some VShoujo Plus clips, so the people who interact with VShoujo. But I don't actually follow anyone in VShoujo. I watch some Hollow and Niji clips, but not much because I don't speak Japanese at all. I'm English only, with a little bit of poisoned, with a little bit of German and French mixed in. But there's very, very few German and French VTubers. I know Candy, but she streams in English. Vorlikvied, she streams in German, but she also speaks English. And Nela Onkos, who streams in English. But I also don't speak French or German, so I don't go looking for French or German. Let's get a poison healing berry. So James is back in fighting fit. And fight Guitarist Man? Guitarist Man. Get some extra levels down here. Bonjour. Ah, yes. Bonjour. Guten Abend. And that's me done. Gonna go back to night shift. Good luck with your stream. Thank you very much, Auxilia. I hope your night shift goes well and it's not too terrible. I will catch you around. Everybody say goodbye to Auxilia. And good luck wearing your big business, not business suit. You called it something. You called it something specific. Dust-free suit. Good luck in your dust-free suit. Let's go for Mudshot. Kill a Magnemite. This Magnemite often causes me trouble because I don't always have a ground type by this point. And Sonic Boom is a killer on low-level teams. Sonic Boom will absolutely annihilate you. Go back in Moonlight. So Moonlight, we are going to poison powder this Whisper, and then we are just going to absorb it until it dies. And keep your health up. It's not doing much damage. I play Azure Lane. I've talked about Azure Lane a couple of times. I've streamed Azure Lane a couple of times, although I've only really streamed the extended game rather than the gacha game. I will be streaming the gacha game in the future. Probably for the next big event. I'll see if I can figure out how to get it all set up. I'm probably going to need to get BlueStacks and log it that way. But Azure Lane had a HoloLive collab, and they had HoloLive ships. So I've got some Japanese HoloLive streamers in my dockyards in Azure Lane. Don't know who they are. I think I watched one or two of them to figure them out. I was like, oh, this would be cool if I spoke Japanese. Don't get me wrong, I like anime. I got into anime quite late. I was busy being a nerd about other things to get into anime. But I watch a lot of anime now. Still read a lot of fan fiction, and a lot of it is set in anime stuff. I prefer reading to watching. Pokemon, let's have a look. We've got Moonlight and Sir James. Let's switch in digital only, because digital only will evolve next level. Whereas Sir James won't level up until he hits level 40, which we're talking probably gym 5 or 6. Zigzagoon and Makuita, perfect. Okay, it's a fighting type. This feels kind of cruel. Wing attack, Makuita. Good job, Digital Oni. Good job. Can you kill it in one with your Absorb, Moonlight? I'm going to assume no. Absolutely, that's no. You don't watch anything either, only read manga at most. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Bless me. Bless me. Yeah, I do a lot of reading because at work I can get away with reading on my phone. Thank you very much, Kazu, for bless me. I can get away with reading on my phone. I can't really get away with watching TV on my phone. I probably could if my boss didn't catch me and I had a headset. But that's a risk I don't really want to try and run. I like having a job. Ooh, a full team of underleveled Pokemon. Go Moonlight. It's annoying that Moonlight doesn't have a stronger attack, but Moonlight only can absorb their way through. Thankfully, it's got a relatively high PP, so we can probably still take on most of his team. This breeder is actually really, really good for training because I think he will fight you each time you heal in a Poké Center. All his Pokemon are healed as well. I think. I'm sure something like that happened in one of the Pokemon games. There's a breeder who fully restocks Pokemon each time. Oh no, Taylor, I probably should have switched. Because you will know Peck. Go my own Taylor. Show him why you're the boss. He did know Peck. That would have killed the Oddish. Give me a wing attack. Take it down. Nice. Moonlight's level 17. Zigzagoon. Yes, we will switch. We will switch back to Moonlight. Because we want to get Moonlight to gain a ton of experience here. Now, Moonlight, the reason we're trying to get Moonlight leveled up as well is this way we'll sort of have 4 Pokemon. Currently, we've got Tailo, we've got Loudred, and we've got Marshtomp as our sort of fighting Pokemon. We've then got a couple of Pokemon that are nearly there and a couple that are miles off. And we can probably grind them up a little bit without too much challenge. But it's still going to be a little bit tricky and a little bit of a risk. So we don't want to have it sort of everyone under-leveled. Want to try and get what we can. Is that around rock type? It's not rock type. Good evening, Flynn! Welcome in. Good evening to you. How are you doing? Zubat's in my backup. Be shame if anything happens to us. So I am planning on getting the Zubat leveled up as well, because Zubat is the poison flying, and I don't know if a Crobat exists in this game or not, but Golbat's quite good. Crobat's excellent if we can get it up. Swellow will cap out because it's not a free stage evolution. Let me have a look. Crobat. Oh, Crobat was introduced in Generation 2. So we can get it in Emerald. So we are going to want to level you up, Nakora, to get the evolution. We just need to try and stabilise the team a little bit. It's always the way with Pokemon, isn't it? You're always fighting an uphill battle until you get the experience share, at which point you just steamroll everything. Don't need to worry quite so much about swapping things in and out of battle. But how are you doing, Flynn? How has your Monday been? Were you at work today? Or was it a nice... or studying? Or was it a nice chill day? Oh, excuse me, doing not much at all. Let's switch in Nakori at this point. It's a level 11 Makuita, so level 11 flying type, you should be able to do something good. Come on, Nakora, show us what you're made of. Murder this little samurai. You don't have any flying type moves. Okay. Give me a supersonic. Makuita will now hurt itself. Not much going on today. Some groceries, laundry, not much else. Lovely, lovely. I love a chill day. I love a chill day. Personally, I try to make sure that I have at least one day where I don't do anything on a weekend. Regardless of anything else that's going on, I want to have a day where I just sit there and catch up on my emails or sit there and play computer games. So groceries and laundry and nothing else is a pretty damn good day. Oh no, stop thrusting into the moonlight, Makuita, it's disgusting. And we will absorb. Slurp him dry, Moonlight. You can do it. I believe in you. Or you could not. How about you, Chad? Everyone, do you like keeping your weekends full? Do you book to go and see friends, go and see family, go and see a film every weekend? Or do you try and have some spare time where you don't do much of anything? How do you fill your weekends? 102, not quite enough to level. Advice. So I mentioned this earlier. I didn't go on to it because I forgot. If you are a streamer, one of the things that might be worth doing is setting up a Google Sheet with a list of all the games you are currently playing, how you would classify them, when your last stream was, all the games you would like to play, how you would classify them, all the games you are considering playing, and all the games you have played. Now, the reason for this is... reason for this is something like Pokemon. I'm not going to switch in anything else to Pokemon when we're finished with it. Pokemon's are 1 day away, must be free recovery day. Yes, yes, absolutely need a recovery day. But though it's no use if I play Skyrim once a week. Sleep powder, yes. Swap that out for stun spore. It's no use if I do Skyrim, Fallout New Vegas, and then another first-person RPG open-world game. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Because they're all very, very similar. If that's the sort of game I'm only ever going to play just that, that's fine. But if I'm going to be mixing things up a little, it would be useful to get... It would be useful to try and get one RPG night, one sports night, one grand strategy night. And so once we're done with the grand strategy game, we sub in a new one. Once we're done with the RPG, we sub in a new RPG. Okay, meditate. Let's give you a sleep powder. Or you could use confusion and that will kill me. It won't quite kill me, okay. We send you to sleep. I think its next generation introduces closed eyes on sprites. It's fantastic. I love the closed eye sprites. It's such a nice little quality of life upgrade. Okay, this isn't going to work. Let's swap you for digital Oni. Because you're a level 17, you probably have weird skills. I wouldn't be surprised if it had Thunder Punch just to fuck with us. But we'll take it out anyway. Are you gonna... Oh, not quite. Okay. Now, ideally, I would like a fighting type Pokemon. Oh, we're just going to do these as 3 single battles because I screwed up. Ideally, I'd like a fighting type Pokemon to deal with the Mightyena that we're going to be fighting on the volcano. I will settle for just having an overpowered as shit team. Although we've got some Ghost... Oh no, Ghost isn't good against... Swap in Sir James, because Sir James has the Ghost move to use against Psychic. That won't be useful against the Dark type. I'll settle for a special attacker, because Mightyena has Intimidate, which lowers your attack when you switch into it. Or when it comes out. If you are a special attacker, that means nothing to you. Because, okay, you've lowered my attack, that's not the stat I'm going to be hurting you with. So it doesn't matter. Bag. Where is my super potion? Sir James. Oh no, double team, what will I do? I know, I will use a ghost attack to hurt you. Astonish, can you hit it? That's the tricky thing here. Okay, apparently you are now bad at hitting things. Oh, okay. Yes, snap out of confusion. Good lad, James. And miss. Come on, James. Just use your nose. Use those great big sonar dishes of ears you've got. You can do it. I believe in you. Can't quite kill it, though. Can't quite kill it. Now, Nightbot mentioned it earlier. I'll raise it again. Oh, I didn't mean to use Howl. I meant to use literally any other move. Nightbot mentioned it earlier about clips. So I run a competition on a monthly basis for whoever can get the most clips of me that have content, whoever can get the clip of me with the highest raw views on Twitch. You get a gift sub to a channel of your choice. That can be my channel. I can just donate a sub to your channel. It can be to your Oshi's channel. It can be to your friend's channel. Wherever you'd like. I will give you a sub. Tier 1 gift sub to a channel of your choice. If you want to use my emotes, feel free. If you want me to use your emotes, if you want a random person to use your emotes, yeah, all of that is equally cool. James has won this the last several times in a row because James is a clipping fiend. I haven't actually done anything with these clips. I will be at some point going through, organising my clips, clearing some of them out, editing them, highlighting them, popping them on TikTok, making YouTube clips out of them. I just need to actually do it. And we all know actually doing things is one of my weaknesses, along with planning. But that's okay, I'm sure I will be able to find a way around it at some point. Okay, now I'm going to do a quick save, and then I'm going to download my save file so I've got this available for later, because we're on 2 hours tonight. We are behind schedule. I was hoping we would be able to get Flannery. That might not happen. Once a bug catcher, now a bug maniac, but my love Pokemon remains unchanged. Bug Pokemon fan, Oh, if only there was one very common type of Pokemon flying that was super effective against them. It's very interesting. So, I know that the reason from a game design perspective, the Doyleist reason, that there are players who specify in, well, NPCs that specify in Pokemon types is to make it easier to beat them. So this guy will have 2 strong bug Pokemon. So if you have fire or flying type moves, he's a cinch. In universe, I don't know what the explanation is. I know there will be one. Probably something along the lines of, if you can train one bug Pokemon, you can cross-apply that training to other bug Pokemon, which would make sense. I don't know if it's ever brought up. There we go, that's going to be Digitaloni is going to evolve. While that's going on, I'm going to take another swig. Next drink is cordial, blackcurrant cordial. It is fizzed up. It's fizzed up blackcurrant cordial. Not just cordial. That's why it's hissing. Digitaloni evolved into Swellow! I like having a Swellow, because Swellow is relatively powerful. Also, having the ability to fly on the team, so very useful. Swellow's hairdo is fantastic. Swellow looks like a slightly balding man. It's more for the ability to fly and be a useful member of the team. Oh, it's another Pokemon breeder. It's got that sort of old, angry man pasted back to his hair pasted down across his scalp with almost like the Walder Frey of hairdo. He looks like an angry old man. Very powerful. So we are probably going to be calling this in half an hour or so. We're going to be looking to finish first stream. You're off to sleep now. Thank you very much for turning up, Kawazu. It's been a pleasure to have you here. I will catch you around in your next stream. Or my next stream, depending on whenever I see you. But sleep well. Everybody say goodnight to Kawazu. And let's get in an absorb to get that health back up from the marrow. Damned Nightbot. Nightbot has a confirmed kill count in the hundreds by this point. There are some people who never learn. Riley, who is here occasionally, gets very, very annoyed with Nightbot. Very, very annoyed. Thousands, quite possibly thousands. Not in my stream, but definitely in general, because I've helped other people set up this trick with Nightbot. It's a very, very simple trick. It's not challenging at all to get set up. I've given the script to other people. I know Mycelia Corpus, or Neextim on Twitter, who did one of my favourite bits of art for me. I paid for it, it wasn't fan art. Uses it as well. I love her art. She was one of the first artists I followed when I started streaming. I was like, right, I'm going to wait for her commissions to be open, because she's had in her name commissions closed. I'm going to wait for her commissions to be open, because they're incredible. I love her art, it's beautiful. 5 months later, she still hadn't opened her commissions, and I was thinking, is it rude to DM someone and say, hey, I know you say commissions are closed, when are you going to be opening them? Because I'd looked through her card, I'd looked through her Twitter, I'd looked through her Twitch, I was in her Discord. I was in her Discord because I'd watched her stream occasionally, but I was thinking, we were mutuals on Twitter as well, we did actually chat occasionally. I was thinking, it would be weird to say, hey, I want some art from you, when do your commissions reopen? and then I saw it. She posted on someone else's thing on her that they were going to reopen in February or something like that. It might have been that they were going to be opening in February, whatever it was. So I left a comment of, right, I've actually set up an appointment in my calendar for this, and I did. I had a notification in my calendar that was message corpus, get commission. And I messaged her on the day and said, hey, so I know your thing hasn't been updated to say commission's open, but I know you're a different time zone, so if you open them today, can I have a commission, please? And she came back and I got a commission. It's one of the pieces I use for my schedule now and then. It's quite a dark piece. It's got lots going on with it. I very, very much like it. Her art, even though stylistically it doesn't, because her art doesn't look anything like it, but the content of her art really reminds me. This is Miguel. Been in battles recently? I just want another one. I'm on a roll. See you. Shut up, Miguel. Her art reminds me of the Paul Kidby covers for Discworld, in that there's a lot going on them. There's sort of multiple layers of almost story in the picture. And she was fantastic. She actually sort of taught me how to interact with an artist, because she was the first artist that spoke with me when I was commissioning artists. Previously, I'd done a lot of work on Fiverr and Skeb. And like I was saying to her, oh, I don't mind, you can pick. And she's like, no, I need an answer from you. Like, oh, is it not something I should ask you to do because you're the artist? No, it's your art. You need to tell me what you want here. Oh, honestly, I just kind of wanted some art from you, and I don't have art skill. No, give me an answer. Okay, right. Thank you very much. That's easy to do. Boy, something I have to tell you. This natural environment is doing wonders for Wally's health. Maybe it's not just the environment; it could be Pokemon that are giving Boy hope. And she sort of went, this is how you actually are supposed to interact with artists. Okay, sorry, I'm really sorry, this is my first time. I didn't phrase it quite like that. I do things better when I'm in DMs. Or worse. I lost you, Asher, and I'm not feeling down anymore, because I have a new purpose in life. Together with my routes, I'm going to challenge Pokemon gyms and become a great trainer. No, you're not. Watch me, Asher, I'm going to be stronger than you. No, you're not. When I do, I'm going to challenge you to another battle. Yes, you will, and you're then going to lose. Stupid child. Now, Pokemon and I, we've been riding a hot winning streak, so I decided to make my Battle Tent debut in this town. Thank you, Nightbot. I will indeed remember to stay hydrated. So we've healed up. We've done the battles. Oh, we need to go and battle the weird family. Gonna walk around you. Okay, it's got a couple of double battles. Let's clear them out. Let's clear out these double battles. Let's go. This is my favourite kind of Pokemon. Show me how to put a little excitement into my life. Jesus, don't put any pressure on me or anything. Camper Tyrone and Aroma Lady Selena want to battle. Camper Tyrone sent out Sandshrew. And Rosalia. Go Moonlight and Digletoni. Perfect team matchup. Give Absorb on the Sandshrew and Wing Attack on for Rosalia. Thank you for the lurk, Kyo. Enjoy your time in the Shadow Realm, and I will see you in the future. Go Moonlight. Oh, Moonlight leveled up to level 20. We're one away from evolving, and finally, as Gloom, will have bulk and actual ability to hurt things. It's a super effective attack with same type attack bonus. Deals half its health. That's it. That's pathetic. Digital only does nearly the same amount of damage with just a normal attack. It's terrible. But we're then going to be able to get a Vileplume, so fantastic. And another double battle. Did you come from Morville? Then you should be full of energy. when you're as famished as I am, there's no room for pity. Now this family here gives you the muscle band, which enables you to get double effort values, which is good for getting boosts to your stats. Unfortunately, it also massively slows you down. If you put that on Marsh Stomp, that's not really a problem. Okay, Numal and Shroomish. So, Moonlight, you're not going to be good here. You can be switched out with Chat, because Chat is water type, and you will wing attack with Shroomish. I only just need to take out this Numal. It's just the same thing popping back up again. No, we don't want to tackle, we want to water gun. Is wing attack going to deal with it? Okay, wing attack wouldn't fully have dealt with it, so I feel kind of satisfied in my decision there to switch out, because Oddish probably would have died. Maybe. Maybe. Pick this item up. Oh, an elixir. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so, chat, we have... What's this? Trainer Hill. Oh, okay, it's not worth doing Trainer Hill. We have a decision to make. Do I keep going until we fight Flannery? Do we keep going until we beat the volcano? You need... Is it in here? Hello, my man. Hey, people call me the Rock Smash guy, but I find that sort of degrading. I think I deserve a bit more respect, like maybe the Rock Smash dude. Woo! Anyway, your Pokemon look pretty strong. I like that. Here, take this hidden machine. You come across large boulders block your path? Well, use that HM move and smash them out your way. Yes, sir, smash rocks aside, I say. Is it weird? We've just wandered into this guy's house. And he's gone, hey, your Pokemon look super strong. Would you like a way of breaking things? Would you like that? Cool, let's teach you how to break things. Right, we're going to teach that to Moiru. Moiru, you're going to get that fighting type attack. We can then go back to Verdant Turf and smash open a hole in the wall. Because we are a respectable citizen. And smashing holes in things is what respectable citizens do. Well, I mean, in Pokemon, smashing holes in things is what respectable... I'm just going to stop that line of questioning? Talking. Because it's not going to help, is it? It's not going to make me look less weird. Okay, we've got a thing up here. HP up. What have you got to say for me? I dropped my glasses. Can you help me find them? Oh no, it's only the black glasses round here. So I'm going to ignore that man's cry for help. Because I am a stranger. What do you call a wild man up in the mountains? A mountain man, right? So why do we call a Pokemon in the mountains a mountain Pokemon? They do? This man's just insane. Okay, level 16 Geodude, we should be able to defeat it. Just absorb it. That's the only attacking move Oddish has. And it can one-shot the Geodudes. So long as they don't have Sturdy, it can one-shot the Geodudes. And if we take one more, that'll take us up to level 21, which means we will evolve into Gloom, and get those stats we need to make Moonlight a viable team member. Fingers crossed, nothing goes wrong. But I don't hold out too much hope. Now, I mentioned earlier about doing more community events in the Discord. So, one of the community events I'm going to be doing in the near future is a Stellaris game. We will be playing Stellaris casually. We will not be aiming to annihilate each other. It won't be streamed. It will just be for people in the Discord to chat with each other. I know we've got a couple of people there who play Stellaris. I play Stellaris. If anyone wants to hop in on that, I'll be posting in the Discord about it. I'll possibly set it next week and make a Twitter post about it. I've got all the DLC, so if you want to try any of the DLC, that would be the perfect time to go for it. If you don't want to join in, don't feel you have to. I'm not going to be offended if people don't want to play. I will be super offended. I will take it entirely personally. That's fine. If you don't want to hop in, that's fine. Oh, Gloom. I hate Gloom's drool. I hate Pokemon that are almost deliberately ugly. Like, without the drool, I don't mind Gloom, but that drool just upsets me. Found a Max Ether. This rock appears to be breakable. Would you like to use Rock Smash? Yes. We used Rock Smash. Whoa, you said about boulder blocking the way. To show you how much I appreciate it, I'd like to have this HM. Obtained HM4. That HM contains strength. It's a muscular Pokemon would learn that it would be able to move even large boulders. Wanda, now I can see you anytime. That's wonderful. Please, take some rest at my home. She doesn't sound enthused, but she's taking him back to bed, so maybe she is. Maybe I just can't read women. Would that surprise you, chat? Let's rest up. And then we can go and... I think it's just now time to go fight the incest house. It's not actually an incest house. There's nothing in there that suggests it's incest. It's just 4 people living in the house in the mountains by themselves. Not in the city. Always gave me kind of weird rednecky vibes. Save. Well, you know what? Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's switch in. Where have we gone? Chat. Chat, you can lead up because chat, you are holding the lead, but only a little bit. So we're going to try and get you those extra bits of levels. Windstraight Victor would like to battle. Windstraight Victor sent out Talo. Level 16, that's fine. We can water gun. Focus energy, it could be a problem, but we could also just kill it instead. Oh no, a growl to lower my attack. If only I was using anything but special attacks. Talo's down. About to use Zigzagoon. Will we switch Pokemon? Yes, we will. Zigzagoon, let's get out Sir James. Sir James, eat it. Sir James, use Uproar. One of the things I like about Uproar is it goes over multiple turns and it only uses 1 PP, as long as it doesn't miss. Which, in long battles, is quite nice. It saves you a little bit of PP usage, even though it itself only has 10 PP, you can maybe get 20 uses out of it. Very, very useful. Now, the reason we're sending in chat first... Hey, I found a pretty strong trainer. Oh my goodness, aren't you young? You must be quite a trainer to beat my husband. It's my turn to battle now. Winstraight Victoria would like to battle. Sent out Rosalia. So, the reason Chat was going out first is the only problem Chat could face is a grass type. Water ground typing makes them immune to, or makes you immune to electric attacks, which would otherwise be a big problem. And we don't really need to worry about ice type at this point in the game. Ice is sort of a specialist type. So we're sort of ignoring that. That one went down quite easy. There's a strong trainer here. This one's really strong. Oh, you're stronger than Mummy? Wow! But I'm strong too. Really, honestly. Yeah, well... I'm going to nail you to the wall, Vivi. I'm going to drown your bodies in the lake nearby, because we're strong as crap. We almost have a 10 level advantage on her this time. I feel almost a little bit guilty for this. Not much. Not much. I probably should. Chat grew to level 25. Chat is trying to learn Mud Sport. Mud Sport lowers the effectiveness of electric type moves. We are already immune to electric type moves. No. Yes. Shroomish, will we switch Pokemon? I hit no. That was a mistake. That's okay, we're going to Mud Shot. And it didn't quite kill it. But we did lower its speed. That would have been useful if Shroomish had any speed to begin with. Okay, so Chat's paralysed, and Chat is actually our front runner. So I'm going to switch in Digitaloni. Now Digitaloni is already paralysed, so now can't be poisoned or put to sleep, and can't be double paralysed. And because it's flying type, it doesn't take much damage from Absorb. 1 damage is basically nothing. It's the minimum wage of damage. And by that I mean, if they could deal less damage, they would. Paralyze heal. Minimum wage is a way of your boss saying, if it was legal to pay you less for this, I would. Fight. Wing attack. Kills it. This kills the Pokemon. 103 experience, not quite enough to level. About to use Numal. Will we switch Pokemon? Yes, we're going to go back to Chat, and we're going to use Water Gun again. Now, one term with Pokemon that I see quite a lot is HM Slaves, or HM Monkeys. And these are Pokemon on your team that you only use for their HM ability. This is a problem in the early Pokemon games where Cut, Flash, basically Cut and Flash, aren't very good, but kind of are needed. Surf is quite a useful attack. I like Surf, it's a good one. Strength is quite good. This stinks. Grandma! Fly is quite good. And then you've got the new ones, Rock Smash, Rock Slide, Waterfall, Dive. Now, Oh, Meditate level 8. Oh, okay, this was not as tricky as I thought it was. Now, having to use all of them, and often for like Victory Road you'll need to use multiple ones to get through it, which is infuriating, because you don't want to have a couple of your Pokemon having duff moves. So what you do is you get Tropius, for instance, and Gyarados. So Gyarados can learn Surf, Strength, Waterfall, and Dive. Tropius can learn Cut, Flash, Rock Smash, and whatever the other one is. Between the two of Tropius and Gyarados, you can learn all the HMs. Zigzagoon is also quite a good one, because Zigzagoon can, I think, know Cut, Strength, and Surf. Which is outrageous. Are you going to give me anything? Come on. Come on, I know you have an item to give me. Thank you. We use this Macho Brace to train all our Pokemon. Thank you. We've got the Macho Brace. This is going to double our stat gain for a single Pokemon. I'm tempted to put that on chat. Because chat's item give. Because you're already quite slow. So being a bit more slow won't matter too much. Oh, Asha, hi there, this is Maria. How are your Pokemon holding up? Mine just won a battle. My Dodo was spectacular, I must say. I wish I could have shown you. See you again. God, extroverts. Hello, just calling you to say I did some Pokemoning. It's weird, isn't it? I don't know. I actually don't mind getting texts like that from friends. It's weird if anyone called me about anything like that. I love hearing from my friends and their accomplishments on stuff. But I do find it very, very strange because I am very, very much an introvert. I know, weird, a streamer, an introvert. What the fuck is going on there? Break for rock. Okay, we get another Pokemon up here. Impossible. I know, a streamer being an introvert. How very weird. But I've got a couple of friends who lean towards more of the extroversion side. They're all still introverts. And it's so weird interacting with them about stuff. I was actually chatting with someone at work the other day who was an extrovert. And they were saying about how they got into a discussion with someone on the plane that they'd been flying on for work. And I was just dumbfounded that you're going to talk with someone else on effectively public transport. Like, yes, I do that every single time I'm on a plane. I talk to the people I'm sitting next to. What? That's... Are you a serial killer? I don't know anyone else who talks to people on public transport. Are you quite sure you're normal? You found that too? Yeah, no, it's very weird. Very weird. It's sort of why I got into streaming. It's another reason Form got into streaming is to try and make myself more extroverted. I wanted to try and put myself out there a bit more. I used to be very, very much a drama kid. Surprise! I often got the narrator roles or the extra roles, rather than the main character. I was good at memorizing lines and delivering them. But I have the face for radio. That's a lie, that's a lie. I'm actually incredibly handsome. It's just a really funny joke. Don't worry if you don't laugh, it's just too funny for you. Let's switch Pokemon back to Moonlight. I didn't really take care of my personal appearance when I was in high school. Or college. So it's fair enough that they put the people who did. And I enjoyed being the narrator. It meant a lot of memorization and then a lot of setting the scene and a lot of dicking about with my voice. Yeah, I actually did some interesting stuff. I've done a couple of large presentations. And I actually now do them at work. So my time as a theatre kid, as the narrator, is partly why I have my current responsibilities at work. So I've mentioned it before, I'm Hex support. I help people when their curses and rituals go awry. as part of this, we hold seminars on how to understand the arcane language of grimoires and how to set up your candles correctly. I do a lot of that. I do a lot of the speaking. I pull out the crystal ball. So it's not, we don't actually use a crystal ball. It's because it's linked up to multiple other people. What we actually do is it's a dodecahedron, which is a lot more effort to make because we do it properly. It's not just roughly chunked into it. Like a sphere, you can do by sort of just rolling the ball in, or rolling the crystal around over time. You can get it, but to get it into a dodecahedron requires actual cutting and effort and planning. And then we've done it into almost a double, so it's a quodecahedron, 40-sided. This enables me to split it out to multiple people, and they all dial in. Now we can't go up there. Okay, Route 112. What Pokemon are you going to give me? Please be something good. It's a Marill, that's okay, we've got one of those, we can kill it. We don't need to worry about a second one. It's not a problem that it's a Marill, because I got one, so I can just ignore it. What about Mudshot? Will Mudshot help deal with it? This is outrageous. We're 11 levels higher, but we're already slow, and with a Macho Brace, we are incredibly slow. We just die. Kill. Absolutely just kill. I don't know who I am, or what my mission is. All I know is I must kill. Basically sums up a lot of Pokemon. Wandering around, slaughtering local wildlife. It's more Marill. Chat, once again, kill that Marill. We're such a much higher level than it. Look how little experience our bar goes up by. It's basically nothing. Basically nothing. Come on, give me something other than a Marill. 3 Marill in a row. That's very weird. Very weird. I mean, I'll accept it because I don't have any option but to accept it, but still, that's weird. Give me that Mudshot. Wipe it out. So, we are looking to be ending semi-soonish tonight. We're going to go for a while longer. I want to at least clear the mountaintop. We might then go and fight Flannery. It depends what I'm feeling like. What are people feeling like going into after we're done here? Do you want more Pokemon? Do you want me to pass you guys on to another Pokemon streamer? Do you want me to pass you on to someone I'm following? Ooh, Rollout. I love Rollout as an attack. You get set up right with Rollout, you can slaughter the universe. Do you want me to pass you on to someone I'm following so we can sort of confirm that they're a nice person? Or would you rather stay with Pokemon? In which case we might go up a little bit. Pop you into someone with some viewers. Happy to take suggestions. I think I've got Guide for Raid off, so... Oh! Lovely! Numel, hey. Numel, hey. Place for play. I don't actually know the lyrics for that song. I should feel embarrassed. Now, I don't have a name yet for Numel, so this is your chance. If you want to name this Pokemon after you, throw it in chat. We will be naming our Pokemon shortly. Bag, let me get a Premier Ball. Can we capture it? I love the Premier Ball. If I could have my whole team in Premier Balls, I would. Unfortunately, you can't swap the ball of your starter. I did love it in Black and White that you could change your throwing style. It was super cool. And Numel stores boiling magma in the hump on its back. It's a hardy Pokemon but can transport a 220-pound load. It has served humans at work since long ago. Give a nickname to a captured Numel? Yes. What are we going to call it? We are going to call you Vesuvius. That's a good name for a eruption Pokemon. Is that how we spell Vesuvius? That is how we spell Vesuvius. Let's go get Vesuvius out of the box. Use Rock Smash. I hate that we have to smash for rocks repeatedly. It's a bad design choice to have to smash for rocks every single time you come through. They really should remember you've used Rock Smash on them. I understand that would probably drive up the storage on Pokemon dramatically, because they'd have to have a pointer for every single rock smashable rock, and then whether it's been smashed or not. But for the transportation ones, I feel they should. Pokemon. Someone's PC. Move Pokemon. Right, which Pokemon do we not want from our party? Oh, we can use all of them. Okay, Nekurai, we're going to switch you out for now for Numel. We will be popping you back in place of Marill once we're done with the rock smashing. Unfortunately, we need that space for our Pokemon now. Vesuvius, we're going to pop you into the front, get some levels onto you. So you can be useful. And annoyingly, if we have a look at Moiru, Rock Smash only deals 20 damage. It's not a good move. It might lower defense. So it's not even that it will lower defense, which would perhaps make it useful. Although I'd prefer would increase attack. If you integrate your Pokemon some more, it could be tough to keep winning up through the ranks. I've heard of Pokemon League's Lead Four are far stronger than any gym leader. Fuck you too. When I see a Trono with a lot of pep, I can't help looking. Creep. I'm strong. I'm going to cry if I lose. You absolutely will. I'm going to beat you like... What am I allowed to say here now? Oh, Nuzleaf. Why would you send out a Nuzleaf? You're in Fire Mountain territory, my man. I'm going to beat you like a carpet on cleaning day. Nature Power is one of those really weird attacks, because Nature Power turns into different attacks depending on where you are. So when you're on a route, when you're in the desert, when you're in certain rooms. Its inability to be predicted does make it potentially useful, but I don't think it's ever better than a specific other attack. When does Numel evolve? Numel will evolve at level 33. Okay, we've got a way to go. When you're on a picnic, why? You simply have to sing. Come on, sing with me! I'm alright, thanks, love. Go, Vesuvius. Pyroclastic blow her bird out of the sky. That's one of the things I also really like in Pokemon fanfic, is that they expand on the battle strategy. So it's now no longer just Numel, use Ember Attack. They go, okay, Numel, use Pyroclastic status number 7. And that is a specific set of attacks. Obviously it's what you do. Because when you're a professional fighter, you wouldn't say, okay, what I want you to do is go and... You don't have your manager beside you yelling, oh, punch him in the head! Or for sports teams, so American football, gridiron, they don't do oh, what you need to do is pass the ball to me, and then I'll pass it back to him, and then go really fast. Go, okay, 13, 72, 46, hike! Or whatever it is, I've never actually played Gridiron, that's just based entirely off films. Give me a super potion on... Give me a potion on Numal. Give me a... Where's my healing? Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb, 50 and 80. Shockwave, 60 and never misses. Oh, Sir James. Sir James, you are now our dedicated anti-air beast. We will switch you for Pound. So against Flyers, Sir James is going to wreck them. And against Water, 10 PP, 10 HP. Use the Oran Berry, we're going to drop that on Vesuvius. You want everyone quite healthy. Doo-doo-doo. Ha ha ha! How about we have a battle, you and me? Yeah, alright then. I'm gonna crush you, like I've crushed everybody else. Numal! Interesting. I have a Numal too. And I am going to not keep my Numal out, I'm going to switch to Chat. Chat, it's your time to shine. Oh no, Ember. A critical hit, it dealt 6 damage. Water gun. Kill it. Good job, Chat. Well done, you wiped out the Numal. I always believed in you, Chat. Always believed in you. About to use my chop. Will we switch Pokemon? Yes, we are going to send out the Digital Oni. It's Digital Oni. Flying type. Abuse that flying type advantage. I really like Machop. I love the Machop line. I think they are quite a lazy design of Pokemon. Machop is a grey person. Machoke is a bigger grey person with stretch marks. Machamp is a even bigger grey person with more arms. It's a very lazy set of design. But that simplicity lends itself quite well because they're sort of just more humanish Pokemon. They're kind of cool. Like Geodude. Geodude is a rock with arms. Yeah, okay, that's... I like Geodude as well. Not just because it's a basic Pokemon design, but because it's an early Pokemon as well. I probably just have a lot of nostalgia for it. Oh, Defense Curl! Oh no! If only I knew special attacks. I know special attacks, chat. In fact, Moonlight only knows special attacks. Which makes that backfire a little bit. Because if you're only sending out Geodude, Moonlight is going to one-shot all of them. That makes this a little bit unfair, Hiker. For you, I'm still willing to do it. Okay, get back Geodude, and get out Absorb. Get that level up. We defeated Hiker Trent. Oh, your leg's cramped up. What a convenient excuse for being beaten by a child. Because canonically, don't forget, we are 10. Okay, we can get another catch here in Fiery Path. Bonus catch time. Torkoal! I love Torkoal's design. So Torkoal is even better than Numal and Camerupt, I think. Fire, rock. It's a tortoise that's full of lava. I don't like the gas around it. That's one of the things I really dislike with static Pokemon designs. So we saw it with Gloom as well, actually, I mentioned there. I dislike Pokemon designs that make a temporary thing part of the model. So the drool on Gloom or the smoke on Torkoal, it's actually at this point, it is snorting out smoke and blowing smoke out of its back. To me, that's like just covering up rough bits of the design, and I know that's not what it's supposed to be doing, but that's what it feels like it's doing. Or with designs where it's striking an obvious pose and that's hiding parts of Pokemon. I don't like it. I would rather see the... I'm not saying all Pokemon should just be in a T-pose, because that would be boring. But I feel that Pokemon should be not quite mid-move, if that makes sense. Torkoal's data was added to Pokedex. It battles using energy it gets from burning coal. When losing smoke from its nostrils, it lets off a sound which is similar to a locomotive's horn. Your nickname for Capture Torkoal? Yes, we're going to call you Smokey. Smokey the Torkoal. That's a good name for a Torkoal. Smokey makes a good backup Pokemon. We will worry about Smokey in the future. And then immediately another Numel wants to join the party, but our Numel is better, because our Numel is called Vesuvius, and as we all know, names make your Pokemon better. And the reason we're running away is that's just a weak Numel. It's not worth fighting. You get very little benefits from it. Route 112, we have already been on Route 112, so we don't get a capture here. Come on. There we go. Double battle. Now, the reason I was looking for the double battle is we get both people fighting at once. We can switch our Pokemon out. It makes it slightly easier, but there's 2 Pokemon each. It's not too worried about them. Numel and Shroomish. That doesn't seem fair, because we're going to probably annihilate you. Wing attack, wipe out Shroomish. Wipes out Shroomish. You're going to send out your next Pokemon? It sent out Rosalia. Rosalia doesn't get an attack, but will now get Embered. Didn't burn it. Oh, okay. And here we see a multi-hit move. There's not huge amounts of them. A lot of moves in Pokemon only hit one other Pokemon at a time. Some will hit all Pokemon on the field, so Earthquake, for instance, will hit your own side as well. That's why when you use Earthquake in a double battle, make sure your other Pokemon is a flyer. Otherwise, they get hit. You really don't want that. You really don't want to be knocking your own Pokemon out. It's worse than an own goal, chat. It's quite embarrassing. You're all level 18. I don't think we get anything from it. I don't think we get any more attacks. And a Slugma. Slugma nuts. I'm sorry, I had to. I'm so sorry. I really like Slugma's design. I think it's so wacky. It's such a wacky design. I'm not actually a fan of Macago at all.
And his name is John C.
Thank you, Dandy. Thank you very much for John Cena-ing me. No, thank you, thank you. My eardrums will... I've deliberately set that one really loud and it blows my eardrums every single time. Thank you for John Cena-ing me. To be fair, it's... That one happens quite frequently. I don't have very many expensive redeems. I'm tempted... I need to figure out some more expensive redeems. Because I get John Cena probably once or twice a week, and that's 10,000 points. I don't even have anything above 10,000 points, and a lot of people do. I just haven't figured out what I could do. Oh, we've got a new route, so we get another catch. Show me how much you've toughened your Pokemon. Don't think I've ever seen you before, mate, so it's not going to be how much I've toughened them, because you're new here. Cool Trainer Wilton wants to battle. Is he actually, though? Is he actually a cool trainer? He's called Wilton. It's not a name I've ever heard before. It's certainly not one I associate with coolness. Not that there's many names I would say I would associate with coolness. Oh, don't use water gun. I'm just... My brain's dribbly today, chat. I'm terribly sorry. That's not going to take him out. Let's go for a mud shot. Give it a mud shot. You know what to do. Go, chat, go. Whalmer. Yes, let's switch to Moonlight. And here we go. This guy's got a rock, paper, scissors going on. So he's got Whalmer, which is water. He had Electric, which is electric. So it means we're probably going to see a ground type as his third. Remind me next stream you want a Wiggly on screen. Okay, yeah, go for it. I do have an automated Wiggly, which is my Wiggly. It's not a pick your own Wiggly, I'm afraid. It's difficult to... It's very difficult to automate that. But if you have your Wiggly... If you have your own Wiggly, feel free to DM me during stream. Probably best to do that on Twitch. And say you want me to use your Wiggly instead of mine, and then redeem it. And I can probably do that. Makuita, oh, very interesting, because that's fighting water electric, which is not a pattern. That's just 3 random Pokemon. Which is a very silly idea. Because you've got no type coverage here. And because I annihilated you. But that's also because you're 8 levels too low. I'm training a team of 6 Pokemon and 4 of them are higher level than your team Wilton. What are you doing? Get good. Scrub. What's that? What am I doing? I'm thinking about making my own room here using a Pokemon move. I know, I'll give you this TM. Will you use it to make your own room? Yeah, okay. Obtain TM43. Find a big tree that looks like it might drop some vines. Use secret power in front of a tree. Some vines should get free and drop down so you can climb the tree. You'll find lots of space for putting your favourite things. I'll be your own secret room. A secret base. You should make one too. I've got the hiccups. Another thing, you don't always have to make your secret base in a tree. You try using secret power on rock walls that have small indents in them. I'm going to look for other places too. Goodbye! Goodbye. Old Lady's Rest Stop. So this is effectively a Pokemon Center. Effectively. Gets you back to full health. Let's go. And because we've got a Mac bike, we can get up here. Okay, so we've got a fighting type trainer here. Got any cool items? No. We've already caught a Pokemon in this area, we don't get it, and it's a Numel, so we couldn't catch it anyway. Couldn't, not wouldn't. I'm not allowed dupes. That's the way I'm interpreting dupe clauses. I'm not allowed duplicates. Oh, we got another fight. Oh, your Pokemon look like serious actors. I have to ask you for an engagement. Cool Trainer Brooke wants to battle. She sent out Wingull. Just why? I know any Pokemon is valid. You're allowed to have your favourites, but Wingull? Admittedly, I'm using Loudred. I can't really talk. Shockwave. Plow. I love the animation on Shockwave. There's sort of triple lightning bolt and then a thick one. Love it. Let's use Numel. Will we change Pokemon? Yes. Let's change to... not Moonlight. Chat. Chat. Go. Kill his Numel. Drown it. Fill it up with water. Oh, not tackle. Not tackle. I mean, tackle still half kills it. Water gun. Fill up its blowhole. There's a good murder blender. That is exactly what we were after. Let's use Rosalia. Will we switch Pokemon? Yes, we will indeed. We are going to go back to Vesuvius. And Vesuvius, I want you to give me a Ember. But we're paralysed already. Okay, 2 Embers should kill Rosalia. Maybe a bit more. Because you're recovering a chunk of health. Okay, 3 should kill you. And use a super potion. Ah yes, very fair. Very fair. We're paralysed. So we're on 34. This takes us down to 18. That's about half. Oh, Christ. A not very effective move, and it's dealing nearly a third of our HP in attack. It's ridiculous. Not even on a critical, just on a standard move. Let's go with Wing Attack. That should kill it. That does kill it. This kills for Pokemon. Thank you very much, Digital Oni, for murdering Pokemon. No, I don't want to become friends with you. Stop getting my phone number. I hate having to deal with these. No! This is Isabel. I can't wait to tell you about my darling Pokemon. No! No! Stop telling me about your Minun. It's not a real Pokemon. Oh, okay. We've got a new route. So next Pokemon. Slugma. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to call it nuts. I have to. I'm not even going to use it, and I have to call it. Your Wiggly will do as long as it wiggles. I'll be happy. So I do actually have a redeem for a Wiggly. At least I should do. And that will pop it up for 5 minutes. And let's go and get a Premier Ball, because Nuts is going to be a Premier member of our team. Gotcha. Slugma's data was added to the Pokedex. It is a species of Pokemon that lives in volcanic areas. If its body cools, its skin hardens and immobilizes it. To avoid that, it sleeps in a magma. Give a nickname to Slugma? Yes, absolutely. We're going to call you Nuts. I love that we can call Pokemon whatever we want in this. They haven't yet. Oh god, we've got to deal with all the goddamn ninjas. And a Wiggly Scream Bear is for Wiggly underneath Must Catch Shroomish. And of course, if you don't have a Wiggly and would like one, I am a novice Wigglymancer myself. And I'm happy to either help make a Wiggly, or just make one for you. I used to have a channel redeem to make them, but I kind of... Oh no. Vesuvius! Vesuvius, no. Ah, oh, Vesuvius. Oh, okay, we're in battle. Look at it go. In fact, yeah, look at it go. Look at it go. I made for Wiggly myself. That's from an old template. I do need to update my Wiggly at some point. I do need to update my Wiggly to a new version. There we go. Pop for Wiggly on top. Youngster Dylan sent out here on. I'm just sad about my one dying. Go out, chat, murder it. That shouldn't have happened. That shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have been. To be fair, it shouldn't have dealt that much damage. It's ridiculous. But I suppose I just need to accept it. That sort of thing happens in Nuzlocke. You lose your Pokemon. There is nothing you can do about it other than get good. Plan for it. Try not to get too attached, because they will die and disappear from your lives forever. Oh, we got caught. Double battle time. So we're going to get to town, and we're then going to call it here once we're in town and healed up, because we're on 3 hours. It's 10:30 for me. I do actually need to drive to work tomorrow, not just go to work. Right, let's fight. Give a wing attack against Skarmory. Pokemon, and you can switch out for Sir James. Because Sir James has the lightning attack, that's going to be good against both of their Pokemon. Probably. Oh, making yourself faster. It's gonna cause me a lot of problem. Wing attack against Skarmory, fight. Shockwave against Marill. Now, the reason we're going against Marill is because this way we can maybe get in, not worry about the overdone damage on Skarmory. It would be a... Didn't even kill Marill. Right, give me a quick attack on Marill. Give me a shockwave on Skarmory. That's Marill dead. Not much experience to anyone. And how do you send out? La Ombre! That's what Lily will evolve into if we put Lily back on the team. We are unlikely to put Lily back on the team. She's fallen a very, very long way behind in levels. Might put her in the... No, not quick attack. Wing attack. Shockwave. Might put her in the... What's it called? Nursery. So that she can get some experience from our wandering around. It'd be good to have a spare Pokemon leveled up a little bit. Right, give a quick attack and a shockwave. There you go, Swirl is dead. Oh, and level 26 Digital Oni. Good job. What? Look at that, 1,000 gold. And we are in town. Okay, time for us to heal up, and then I'm going to go raid. So I need to make sure to heal, save, download, and I will pass you guys on. I'm going to have a quick check who's live. I'm thinking it would be nice to pass you on to someone I know rather than someone randomly playing Pokemon. I feel I've passed people on, you guys onto randoms before, and whilst it works, it's not always my best plan. So let's go and have a look who is currently live. And we'll also see if there's anyone in Emerald. Let's see who's currently live and we've got Emerald. Let's not drop you off on any of them. Okay. Well, she's managed to get her new computer, so we're going to go and raid into Juniper. Juniper is a ragdoll VTuber. She's currently playing Fall Guys. She is now on a new computer, so hopefully her computer is going to be less glitchy. If you're a subscriber, you can use the Wiggly emote. If you're not a subscriber, but you would like to use 80 channel points, you can unlock my raid emote. And if you don't want to use any of those, you can use the OS frog mark. Nightbot normally has a couple of spare. There we go. The raid mark is going to be... the raid is just going to be spam a couple of emotes. Just spam your emotes. Nakura, thank you very much for turning up. Everyone, thank you all for turning up. I've been Formologist. It's been a pleasure to have you all here tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I will see all of you for part 3 on Wednesday. Good night, goodbye, sleep well, and I will see you all in the future. Goodbye.
Can we get in the fucking McDonald's play place, please?